Hey!
Hey, hello and welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we have got the most amazing product that you just saw with the most incredible guest. It's all about Wagner. It's all about an easy paint spray system and a bundle that when the stock has gone, you'll never be seeing again.
Now, when we had this previously, it sold out during the live show. We managed to get some more stock, but we've got all the stock we can lay our hands on. The deal is absolutely spectacular because not only are you getting the Wagner paint sprayer, you're getting the extension pole and the masking kit. It should add up to almost £200. It's £139.99.
It's like you're getting £70 worth of extras. You can go onto our website and buy them at 70 for an extra £10, because normally the paint spray system on its own, 130. £10 extra, £70 worth of product. That's why it flew. You've got to order as quick as you can. On the website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you will find everything. If you've ordered with us before, you can buy individually the extension and the masking kit. However, you are getting it right now in the bundle. But this bundle, when the stock has gone, you're never going to see it again. And when you break that cost as well with PayPal, so affordable.
It's less than £58. It's down to £48.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Remember, if you are going for this bundle, if you bought the masking kit and you bought that extension pole, well, look at the price. You would pay £29.99 for the masking kit, £39.99 for that extension pole. They're included in your bundle, so it's like you're paying £10 for those.
And masking a room, that's the biggest thing. It makes it so easy then to paint a room. That masking kit, honestly, is incredible. But the extension, keep your feet firmly on the ground, do the ceiling, do the decking so easily. But you've got a paint spray system that will work. Any paint, any brand, any colour, even smooth masonry. 2 different attachments that allow you to do the walls and the ceilings, to do the wood and the metal, to do the intricate areas as well. Perhaps you upcycle, perhaps you're thinking, holidays come in. Time.
You've got some time on your hands. It's going to be half term. It's going to be a bank holiday. You can do all your decorating. You'll have time, but you won't need as much time with the Wagner paint system. Indoors, outdoors, recycling, upcycling. It could be your interior walls, your exterior. You can use all different kinds of paint.
Well, we got this system for your dad. It used to take him, days to do the garden fence. He could not believe he did a panel in just minutes. It makes it so quick, so easy. Professional finish every single time. The deal is unbeatable. And as I say, when it's gone, it has gone. We won't be seeing this deal again. We're massively busy already. And remember, whether you are a complete beginner to painting or whether you are a true professional, Wagner is for absolutely everybody. Comes with a 3-year warranty. It comes with 3 years. And then if you register online, you get an extra year. So 4 years.
A 4-year warranty on this kind of price is spectacular. Our fantastic bundle that we've got for you, already busy. 0333 241 241 on the phones. Go to the website shopontv.co.uk. 508 140 is the number that you need, and the easiest way to shop is always the website. We have got so many demonstrations to show you, and we've got a very special guest who you got a sneaky preview of just there at the top of the show. We like to show you in action straight away, but we have got so much to show you. Just click that buy now button. Oh my word, it's flying already. But the man himself is here. You probably recognise this gentleman from many DIY programmes, but the original Big Brother winner.
Yes, many years ago. 26 years ago, that was.
Wow. Is it really?
A long time ago.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
It shocked so many people when you say it, because sometimes it feels like it was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
definitely.
And he's the only real one, because nobody knew, did you? You were all clueless what we were seeing.
Big surprise to everybody, especially me.
Brilliant.
But
Craig,
now your life very much is DIY.
Certainly, yes, yeah. I mean, I had a building background before the Big Brother for 10 years, and then when it came out, started doing a lot of TV, different makeover shows, using my building skills. And we started working with Wagner about 15, 16 years ago.
And what difference did that make?
a massive game changer. One, for your time, and two, getting a professional result. Because I was never a professional painter and decorator, and I didn't even enjoy doing painting. When I had to use rollers and paint brushes, etc., it was time consuming, and I never got a good finish. Once I started using Wagner, total game changer. It made me enjoy painting and want to paint more, because it is that quick and easy.
It's time, isn't it? You save so much time.
And it's the finish as well, because it's so professional.
Time is important, but finish also is equally as important. Here, what I started a moment ago, we've got a 6-foot square fence panel. I sprayed 3 slats in there in probably about 10 seconds, you know. When you're using a wood preserver or a paint like this for the fence, you can turn your unit up quite well. Just give you a quick explanation of the unit. This is the turbine itself. That creates warm air. You put your paint into your reservoir, click, connect, and you're pretty much ready to start paint spraying. Yeah, any paint, any colour, any brand. Let me finish this fence panel, and I'll tell you a bit more about it.
Get to work, Craig.
There we go.
You'll be amazed how quick and how easy it is to use this system when you get it home.
And that's what it's all about. Any paint, any colour, any brand. It's absolutely incredible how easy, how quick, but it is the finish, that professional finish. You get time and time and time again. Very little overspray as well, so doing that garden fence that could take weeks, all of a sudden takes just minutes to do a panel.
Really precise. That's the other great thing about it. We're showing you to begin with on a fence panel, but think about all the areas that you can use this. Doors, walls, furniture inside and outside. If you're recycling or upcycling, look how simple it is. You can go horizontally or vertically. You get perfect coverage every single time. And this is why you need the Wagner paint system at home. Remember, the first time we had this bundle to air, it sold out. We've managed to get more stock. We've got all the stock we can lay our hands on. There is no more stock.
This is it. When it's gone, it has gone.
508140 is the item number. It should be £200 because you're getting the masking kit, and that masking kit is invaluable, and you're getting the extension pole. But look how quick Craig has done that fence panel in a matter of moments.
And that was one coat.
Now there's the before. Look at the difference.
And that's one coat.
Yep, it's a great
So
transformation.
you don't even need to go over that again.
That's right, and it's very rough sawn timber as well. A fence panel typically is. You need to get a lot of treatment on. One, to make it look good, but also to make it last. And once good heavy lacquer in there, it's penetrating into it and it'll dry perfectly flat. It'd be great. We advise to put a second coat on it as well. It's so quick and easy. Why wouldn't you, you know?
Well, that's the thing, and you can do all the fun stuff as well,
Yes,
because it does, these are the kind of jobs that you put off, aren't they?
Yes,
you think
they
about
are.
it, I'll do it next weekend, I'll
All
do it next
guilty
weekend.
for it, Sean. We are all guilty for it, and that weekend never arrives, does it?
And it's so
Before you know it, the
important,
summer's
isn't
in,
it?
you want to sit in the garden, you know.
Yeah.
But you're right what you said earlier, you know, it's coming up to the May bank holiday. We're going to have extra time off work, you know. It's worthwhile us trying to get one of these in time, so we're prepared and ready. Plan your projects, ready to do your garden stuff. Hopefully the weather's going to be getting better too for us.
And you'll definitely have it in time for the bank holiday. If you've got it in a basket already, you've got to confirm your order and check it through. Don't miss out whilst we've got this bundle back. Hugely busy already. If you want to add it in, 508140. Got to remind you, you're getting all those extras included.
You have. You've got the extension, which is fantastic. If you check it on the website, that bundle is absolutely amazing. The extension means you keep your feet firmly on the ground. You can do the ceiling. You can do the decking. All those areas that, if you don't treat them, like the fences, they lose their life. All of a sudden that fence
They deteriorate, don't they? Yeah.
Whereas this is going to give your fences, your decking, a longer life as well, Craig, isn't
Absolutely, giving it a good life expectancy for sure. And the more we preserve these, the longer they're going to last. You're not going to have to replace them, because replacing things like can run into thousands of pounds.
My friends had to get rid of all their decking because they didn't treat it. Had to pull it all up, which was awful. But the great thing is, any paint, any colour, any brand. So you've changed.
I've changed reservoirs. So I started a moment ago with the small reservoir that holds 800 millilitres of paint. Now, that can be water-based or oil-based paints. It can be eggshell, gloss, satin, wood preservatives, lacquers, varnishes. Pretty much anything can go in the small reservoir. This larger one that I've got a hold of now is a 1300ml. This is for just 2 types of paint.
Right.
Your emulsion paint for walls, what we're going to do, and also a smooth masonry paint as well. So when we say a smooth masonry paint, just one that hasn't got any grit or sand in there or anything.
It is a show special we've got to remind you of, so the price will go up after the live show. We'll honour the price on the Plus One channel if there's any stock left, but if you want to get this, you've got to get it during the live shows.
Yep.
How long do you reckon this is going to take, Craig?
I mean, we've got 3 square metres of it on here. What we would always recommend people when they're spraying, certainly indoors, is do the preparation, do your masking up, you know. So we've got a little small window here. In your masking tape kit, you get these. Right. In fact, I'll do a little demonstration across the wall before I spray it for you, okay?
And don't forget, you get the masking kit, you get the extension as well. This bundle is amazing. And though you have got a time-limited offer, it's going to be stock or clock. The stock is absolutely flying, and if the stock goes, that's it. We've got no other stock. We can't get this anywhere else. You can't get it anywhere else. Exclusive to us and an exclusive bundle. And when the stock has gone, the stock has gone, and you will kick yourself, because a bundle including all these things,
yes,
at this price is crazy.
Yeah, it really, really is. You've got it all in one, you know, and that's all you need.
No extras that you need apart from your paint.
When we pull out our masking tape here, you can see the tape is already connected to the actual polythene. So you get 2 lots of these within the box that comes. This is the smaller one, and you get one that looks it's larger.
Right.
When this opens out, I'll show you across the centre, it opens out to about probably 500-600 millimetres in depth, which is only about, 2 foot. But it's ideal for doing smaller windows, radiators, or we've even done the wall behind us here as well. We've masked up behind us with the larger ones. So although this only looks small at 500 millimetres, the one behind us, it's about this big, but that rolls out at 2.4 metres.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's pretty much 8 foot, 8 foot in length there. So once that is connected to the surface you want to protect, you pull the polythene out, and you can see it's got a static effect. It'll grab to the surface. You can also put a bit of tape on each one of the corners here. So I'm going to spray just a quick line across there, and then I'll take it off to show you what it does. The line isn't very straight, but if you're at home, you'll be following your window ledge, your window sill, or your skating board of some sort. So just let me spray a quick line on there, and then I'll stop it again.
And if you can hold a hairdryer, you can use this.
Absolutely, yes.
So easy, isn't
really,
it?
really
I can believe that. How it's so nicely weighted. It's so
quite
easy
ergonomically designed and balanced, you know. People think, and they often say to us, does it feel heavy, you know? Once you've got your paint in there, the weight is in the turbine here, but once you fill the paint up in there, it balances it out. And what I find is when I'm using it, if my arm's getting a little bit tired, I'm doing a large area, I'll swap it over to the other hand, you know.
Yeah, because it is that easy, yeah, absolutely.
Right, I'll do a quick line across here. Here we go.
And remember, any paint, any colour, any brand. And look at this, you're getting, of course, the masking kit. So if you do want to, I used to spoil it when you had half the room one colour and the bottom.
Yeah, you used to have
we used to do that, didn't you?
A border, didn't you, halfway across the wall itself.
So you can
and look
see
at that.
when that's peeled off there, it does a really nice, crisp, sharp.
Yeah.
And if you were to paint it down with a brush, that would already be running.
It would be running down,
No brush
you
marks.
use the smallest amount of paint, don't you?
Yeah, you just couldn't. Use a lot less paint when it goes on there to fine and mist the paint, but you just couldn't get a line like that with, using by hand with a paintbrush. So masking tape really works well around windows, around doors, skating boards, etc. And you also get the ground sheet in there for protecting the floor too.
Now we're going to time you on this one, Craig. We're going to challenge you. So are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Here
Always
we go
ready.
then. 3, 2, 1. How long is it going to take? Let's have a look.
Give us a minute. Go.
Yeah, here we go. Now this is the great thing. The coverage is so good on that first passover, and it doesn't matter what kind of painting you're doing. We've done bundles with Wagner over the years. People rave about it when you get it home. I got one from my dad. He couldn't believe on fence panels how it transformed the way he painted in the garden, but then started using it indoors as well.
So quick, so easy. You hold it around about 4 inches away from the area that you're painting. And so far, well, we're coming up to 40 seconds. Oh my, it's so quick. Professional finish every time. No brush marks, no drip marks, no roller marks. Any paint, any colour, any brand. Professional finish every single time. And that's what it's all about with Wagner. And this is for the complete beginner, right through to the professional painter.
Yeah, it's every level of decorator, whether you've never decorated before or whether you do it all the single times. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're going horizontally or vertically. What's going on?
Yeah, no, not quite out of paint, but I have at this point got a little blockage.
Oh.
Right, and this is great for live
I've got
TV.
one of them today.
Because, because it it doesn't often happen. But what we've done is I've used an alternate paint that we've used on many weeks on here, and when you put the lid back on it, you get dry bits of paint on it. So when you pour that straight into the reservoir, it draws up the tube, and then it can cause a little blockage on it. It's not a problem, just needs untying off.
We don't need a doctor or anything.
No, you don't need a doctor. Not like us. No, not like us at all.
The other thing with this, Craig, when it comes to cleaning it, the cleaning's really brilliant. I know we've got a clip of film that we can show you, and we can talk you through how easy it is to clean, because that can be a nightmare, can't it?
Yeah, it can be quite slow with paintbrushes and rollers for sure. Yes. Yeah.
Lots of times you're throwing the paintbrushes out, aren't you? Because it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Whereas this is so quick and so easy. The paint doesn't actually go into the main body of the machine, so it's only actually the pots you're cleaning.
That's right. Yes, yeah. It goes into the nozzle on there, of course, the flow tube. They're putting a little bit of grease around the edge of the head on it where it connects into it. But generally, it should take you about 4 to 5 minutes if you're doing it with a water-based paint under a tap, should I say, in the sink. If you're using an oil-based paint, a little bit longer, but probably another minute or two. Something like that.
It can be so awkward, can't it, when you clean everything? We've already got queues on the phone lines. Apologies if you're waiting on the phones. The operators will get to you as soon as possible. If you can go to the website, you jump in the queue if you go to the website. So shopontv.co.uk, click buy now, and you will go straight through. Look at the bundle that you're getting here. Everything included. Normally, we sell the extension pole and the masking kit separately. On the website, you'll see they're all there individually. You can see the actual machine on its own, $129.99. The extension pole, $39.99. And then the masking kit, $29.99. It should be almost $200. You don't have to do that. Just go to that first item and you get everything included. Click buy now. It'll take you through and check out. $49.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
So it's like £70 worth of extras.
Yeah.
That masking kit, oh my goodness, will be one of the best things you ever use. Because when you mask a room right, it makes the job so quick and easy and tidy. But then the extension, oh my, we did our decking, doing ceilings with your feet firmly on the ground. That extension, again, you nearly always add it into your basket for £40. You don't need to. It's in your bundle, exclusive bundle. You won't find it anywhere else. And I'm really sorry to say, though it is a time-limited offer, when this stock has gone, this deal has gone. Yeah. It won't be coming back next week or the week after. The stock that we've got, when we've sold it, that is all the stock we can get. So please grab it. Use, of course, PayPal. Split that cost. Think about, we had painters in, and it was only for the landing, the kitchen. They did the downstairs toilet. It was probably about £2,500 for them.
And we had to buy the paint.
And then we had to go and get the paint.
Supply the paint as well.
Yeah.
Which isn't cheap either, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Crazy.
Wow.
What do you want to show us next, Craig?
Well, I'll finish this
the wall.
off at the bottom here.
Because we're going to go right into the corners.
Yes, absolutely.
Really
and then we'll take that masking away then as well. Yeah. So I'll just finish this off for you.
There we go. So the top section, it only took us about a minute, just over a minute. Minute 15 it was. We put the clock back on. But if you want to get this, I'm talking about clocks and stock, because the stock is disappearing. We don't want you to miss out. We got as much as we possibly could get our hands on, but it is vanishing really, really quickly.
And think about the holidays coming up. You're going to have time on your hands.
You've got the bank holiday coming up. It's a time when we all do DIY, but then you sacrifice your days out and your nights out. You won't have to do that with this, because you're seeing how quick it is to do the paint jobs, whether it's indoors, outdoors. So that was 38, under 2 minutes to do the whole thing. And when you see how crisp this is here, brilliant.
And I love the fact you get right into the corners.
Yes.
It's absolutely immaculate. There's not a brush mark.
Yeah,
there's
the
not
finish
a
on
roller
it.
mark.
The finish on it's really,
No
really
drip
nice.
marks.
Yeah. Generally, how they work is it's the atomization of paint. When the paint comes out to the nozzle, it's kind of mixed with air from the pressure from the turbine, and then of course it's mixing with the paint and it's spreading a fine mist, so that's how you're not getting brush marks or roller marks.
And you're in complete control. You can alter, can't you?
You can turn it up or down, that's for sure. Yeah, let me put another reservoir.
And that's what it's all about, ease of use. It's all about getting professional finishes. But you're in complete control.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. So you have a control here on the back of the unit here where I can turn that up or down, and that just reduces the paint flow that comes out. Turbine's set at a particular rate, which will push the air in. That pressurizes the reservoir. When we pull that trigger, the paint will start to project out the very centre there. But you can turn it down to a really, really slow. I'll turn it down as slow as it can go.
Use it.
Yes, yeah.
And we always say try on a bit of cardboard, don't we?
Every time, yes, every
That's
time.
That's what I did, and it makes it so easy.
Yeah, if you turn it right the way down, you'll just do it nice and slowly around one side of the box, turn it up a little bit, move on to the second side, and each time you do it, just keep turning it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you'll find by the time you've done the 4 sides, you see the difference and you start to get your speed.
Your confidence.
It's not a race, it's so much quicker anyway than a brush and a roller. Just finding what you're confident and comfortable using, you know.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, we're going to do a bit of a challenge now, if we can.
A challenge?
I'm going to watch,
You're
which
gonna
I
watch,
always like. Hayley's going to use a paintbrush on the door.
Yes,
and we're going to get you... Look, she's got it in her back pocket, always ready.
And out for the way.
Where are you going?
Do you want to jump on that one?
Where are you going?
There.
I'm going to the wrong door.
I'll be a gentleman and I'll let you have. I'll let you have the smallest door. This one's a little bit bigger because I thought it'd be a bit unfair, won't it? A little bit unfair.
So I've got my paint, I've got my brush.
So we're ready.
So we've both got the exact same paint in here. Yeah, you've got a 2-inch brush, which is pretty typical for doing a 6-panel door like this. I'm going to leave you to it. Do you want me to give you a head start, or are we going to...
No, let's go for it. Shall I count you in again?
Please do.
Okay.
Count us in.
Who's going to win, I wonder?
I've got
3, 2, 1, get painting, people.
Here we go.
And this is... Don't make a mess, Hayley. You don't want any brush marks. Don't want to leave any bits of the brush. You've already got a big drip there in the middle of the door. And don't get it all over yourself as well. That's the other thing with the Wagner. You don't get that overspray. It's really precise. And you can see as Craig is just gliding across the door. Whereas Hayley, well, it's not so neat, if I'm honest. You can see, be careful with the drips. It's dripping everywhere. The other thing is the evenness on that passover, and it's not just doors we're talking about, remember. There's no messy brushes when you use the Wagner. There's no rollers, there's no brush marks or drip marks, nothing left behind. Oh, I hope we can get close on this door afterwards that Hayley's doing, because it's not very precise. Craig's nearly done. He's done. They're saying in the gallery you can already see what a mess it is. Don't need to get close to it. Hayley, stop. Stop. A little bit of a difference. Oh, Hayley. There's big gaps, there's big holes. There's loads of extra paint up here.
Yeah.
It's all rolling and dripping.
We actually changed our doors at home because the people that lived there before, they had painted them. And there were so many drip marks in the paint, it drove me mad. So we changed all the doors.
I remember
Had we had a Wagner system,
yes.
we could have just sanded them down.
Sanded them down, yes, yeah.
And it's, I mean, yours looks like that's how you bought it.
It looks like a manufacturer's result, you know.
Mine looks like someone's tried to
haven't
paint
missed a
it.
single inch of it on there. It's
Now there's the before.
It's such
Look
a
at that.
professional finish. Oh, I've got paint down the outside of the tub.
It's
all right, just
I've
pop it
got
down.
paint. I've got
You got any paint on
my
your fingers here, or I'll take that off you.
And you're the tidied clean one. But the difference, I can see drip marks, you can see brush marks.
Yes, sadly there is. Yes, yeah. You see, these are the typical like weak points,
word.
you know, on a door.
Look at that close up. What did you use?
It's a bit like my makeup.
That was good.
Patchy.
It's all about the lighting.
Okay.
Oh my word. And I really did try not to get drip marks
It's
because
hard,
I
though,
know
isn't it? It is hard to do.
that's what drove me mad. But it was, I really
Absolutely,
tried.
You know. And as I said at the start of the show, you know, I used paintbrushes paintbrushes and rollers for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And I struggled getting a perfect finish for it. We had to do it, but it would take us hours, and you get halfway down a door and then still see another little drip starting to...
My dad was a carpenter like you.
Yeah.
He hated painting.
Yes,
And that's
never
why,
enjoyed it.
because it took so long and it never looked good.
It was laborious
but your
job
door
to do, yeah.
is
That's
immaculate.
just a perfect result every
And
time,
it's like you bought that door that colour.
Yeah.
So if you're upcycling, recycling,
It's a perfect tool for it. Absolutely perfect tool.
now
for it.
10% of the
Every single
entire
time.
stock
Oh,
sold
wow,
out and
already?
gone.
Yeah.
That is it. That's all the stock
Thank you,
that we
thank you.
have. When that stock has gone, that stock has gone. And sadly, we can't get any more. The bundle is incredible.
It is a great bundle that we've got for you. Remember, you're getting all those extras, £70 worth of extras. We haven't even shown you the extension pole yet. Craig ran us through that masking kit, which will be invaluable for all the jobs that you're doing at home. Now, if you've not shopped with us before, we've got loads of people adding to their baskets. You just need the item number, 508140. But you've got to check out. We don't want you to miss out on this brilliant deal. First of all, the main system. You've got the Wagner paint sprayer. The W510 is what it's called. And you get both chambers, both paint chambers
so
included.
any paint, any colour, any brand. The smaller attachment, that's for things like your metal and your wood paints, the smaller. The larger is for everything else. Emulsions, vinyl, matte, silk, eggshell, soft sheen, even smooth masonry paint. It is incredible with. So if you were buying this by itself, that would be normally, you can see there, £129.99. For £10 more, we're giving you £70 worth of product. Because what you'd normally add into your basket, the extension, when you see that in action, you'll buy that. Do the ceiling with your feet firmly
Doing
on the
your
ground.
decking,
Do
it's
the
brilliant.
decking so quick and easily. Now, that's included in your bundle, and that you'd normally buy on its own at £29.99. But then you've also got the masking kit. And masking, that is the biggest job. And normally it's a really difficult job. But when you've got a kit like this, it's quick, it's easy. And once you've masked a room properly, you'll paint that room in moments with
So
this
the
machine.
masking kit worth £29.99, your extension pole worth £39.99.
Crazy.
That's £70 worth of extras included. So it's like you're paying £10 for all of those extras, and you've got all your essentials, everything ready to go. All you've got to do is add the paint. Remember, we've got half term coming up, we've got bank holidays coming up. You'll be able to do all that decorating in a much quicker time and still enjoy the break.
And remember, it's a time-limited offer as well. So you've only got this deal for the show. It's only this price for the show. But we have got every bit of stock. We can't get any more stock. And when the stock is gone, I'm really sorry, you won't be seeing this bundle again. So if it's in a basket, check that basket out. It's going to be stock or clock. We were busy last night. We're even busier tonight. We did have a nice amount of stock, but 10% of that stock already sold out and gone, and so many in baskets. Remember our system, it's hours until you check out. So when we get down to perhaps 10 of these, 510 of you can put them into baskets, but it's the first 10 people to check out that will actually get them. I think lots of you will miss out tonight, and when you've missed out, you won't be seeing this back with us next week or the week after. This stock is all we have.
We're approaching hundreds already gone, so please be quick here. Don't hang around. Exclusive bundle. Get it right now. Think of the future. Think of things like birthdays and Father's Day.
You got yours dad's Father's
Yeah, my
Day.
dad absolutely blown away by using this, because what a difference it made. If you're moving and you want to make the property spruced up so it's finished beautifully, the great thing is you can use it on so many different things.
It's indoors or outdoors, so perhaps your house doesn't look so great from the outside. No one's coming to look inside. Get the outside spruced up. Perhaps your garden looks really dull and miserable. Perhaps you wanted to move but you can't afford to. By decorating, all of a sudden your house feels new again. Your garden seems more exciting because you've revamped it, and so easy to do that. Perhaps the kids have grown so quick. Now their bedrooms, they know it was all the things they liked when they were
Dated,
5,
yeah.
and now they're 9 and they want that, you know.
This is great for stenciling as well, if you ever do any
Intricate
stenciling.
things as well.
Yeah, we'll show you that a
Yeah.
little bit later on. However, we did say the extension poles included, so this is great to get up high, but it's also great to do things like decking as well. So Craig's going to show us why this is an essential and why it's included in the bundle.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sean. The extension handle puts an extra 24 inches from your unit to the actual reservoir itself at 600 millimetres. It can be used with the large reservoir if you're spraying above your head doing the ceiling. Of course, it can do your fence panels if you've got lots of bushes and things in the front, or it's perfect for your decking, which is exactly what I've got below my feet now. Watch out, quick and easy it is.
And it really is as easy.
You can see how simple, how straightforward it is. Not having to bend down, you're not flooding the decking, it's not filling the grooves that you see there. I love how Craig just wanders around basically and literally gets that perfect finish. Decking is something that really deteriorates if you don't look after it. So if you want to put treatments on using your Wagner, brilliant for that. And honestly, it transforms decking in a matter of moments. I was really worried that it was going to flood the paint and fill those grooves, but it doesn't do that. You're so controlled with this machine.
Well, they're like a non-slip groove, so you don't want them filled. You want it to be a perfect finish. So it looks like that's actually how you bought the decking. It was always that colour, and that treatment allowing you to have that decking for so much longer. If you don't treat wood, it will deteriorate, and decking fence panels can cost you an absolute fortune. But getting someone out to paint them for you can cost you an absolute fortune. This is actually 3 payments of £48 and for 98 pence, and that is your paint system for indoors, outdoors, any paint, any colour, any brand, holding it around about 4 inches away from what you're painting, with the extension allowing you to do decking, allowing you to do ceilings, with your feet firmly on the ground, not bending down doing the decking, stood upright, and that result, oh my goodness, is absolutely...
That's so impressive,
What a
isn't
finish.
Incredible.
Very clever, isn't it?
Because if you painted this, you would have
Now look at it
loads
before
of paint
first.
Yeah.
in the grooves.
And look at this. That is a transformation
That is amazing.
in moments.
and perfect.
It's a perfect result. Yeah, it looks very shiny on TV because of our studio lights directly above us, but it's just got the perfect amount of paint on there, and that'll penetrate in and protect the surface a lot better, you know. But the key to doing any form of decking as well is always do the preparation well. If there's any dirt, mould, anything like that on it, give it a good jet wash down first.
Right.
Okay.
Give it a little bit of a sanding down, or even a white wool brush. Make sure it's
Right.
nice and clean on there. And then you can even put your polythene sheet over it the night before, so no moisture
So
in the air
it's
comes
dry.
down and
Great.
you know, makes it wet. And then you're ready. Then you're ready to spray paint it.
And that was such an area in such a short
We
amount
got
of time.
probably about 6 square metres there, done in a couple of minutes,
Wow.
probably.
I mean, in a small garden, that's the kind of area you'd have.
Yes,
You know,
yeah,
if you've
yeah.
just got a little decking area, isn't it? In a matter of minutes. And that goes for everything. This is the thing I love about it. Look at the before, and then look at the difference in a matter of moments. But we've shown you a fence panel, we've shown you an interior wall, we did that door challenge, but I was always worried about things like Artex and textured surfaces.
Yes,
but it's great on that
It can still work on that, yeah. Although we say smooth masonry paint, the surface doesn't have to be smoothed. Over on the side here, we've got an Artex finish, we've got a brickwork finish, so if you're using your masonry paint, you know, it could be masonry brickwork, could be blockwork, could be rendering outside, pebble dash, or even an Artex finish like that. Really doesn't matter, because it's all about the technology. When we said about the atomization, once I pull that trigger and that air builds up in this reservoir and the paint comes out the centre, it mixes with air and it creates this kind of mist. And all I do is keep that nozzle about 4 to 6 inches away from the surface, just like that, about that far from the surface, and I'll simply spray it up and down, or I can turn the nozzle and I can spray it left to right as well.
Brilliant.
So different settings for the different angles.
Settings on the nozzles on there, yes.
Which is incredible. Yeah. And wait till you see the result, because that, if you used a brush, you could never use a roller, that wouldn't work.
No, it'd make
a brush would be a nightmare. I wouldn't have challenged you on that.
Yes,
because I'd definitely lose.
I've seen people painting brickwork using a brush and a roller. They've got their brush and they're stabbing it in between all the pips like that for hours, and then they're rolling over the surface on there. And then it dries all patchy and flashy. Yeah. You're not getting a consistent amount of paint you're applying on.
Now we're going to
spray
challenge
paint
you to
is
this.
the challenge again.
Again.
Challenges.
With the spray painter, we're going to give you 3 minutes to do this.
3 minutes, okay.
With all those intricate details.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And we want a professional finish, Craig.
It's coming your way.
You know, don't let us down. So we'll give you 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Cheers.
With these textured surfaces.
And look at that, going to a lighter colour.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Still get the coverage, don't you? Going from a light to dark to light.
So many times.
And getting in all those grooves, you're not leaving any paint behind, it's not running, you've not got the paint marks and the paint rolling down the wall. It doesn't matter what level of decorator you are, even if you've never decorated before, you'll be able to use the Wagner.
Gives you that professional finish instantly. No drip marks, no brush marks.
It's done.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's been repainted. Looks like that's how it always was. And that's the great thing, a professional finish in an instant, super fast. And this is outdoors, indoors, any paint, any colour, any brand, even smooth masonry paint. Perhaps you want to really spruce up the outside of your house. Perhaps it's the garden fence that looks really tatty. Perhaps it's actually the brick wall that's looking really awful.
Now we said 3 minutes, but it was just over 1 minute.
Just over 1 minute.
Brilliant.
And you know, this is the thing, when you see the before and then you see the finished result, what a difference.
It really is impressive, isn't it?
And what great coverage.
Yeah, and the coverage is immaculate. You know, we haven't missed a single millimetre on there at all. It really is impressive.
And if that was a ceiling, we could have used the extension.
Again, the extension can be used with the large reservoir.
Brilliant,
yes.
because a lot of people have sort of that design, don't they, on the ceilings and things.
That's right, yeah, very true.
And then look at the brickwork. So whether it is, you know, perhaps it is a brick wall that's looking tatty, or whether it's the house that's looking really old and worn. Perhaps you're trying to sell your property, and from outside it's not looking great. No one's even coming in to view it.
No.
They're going to view it when they see how great it looks from the outdoors.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, hundreds of people are going for the bundle. You can understand why, Craig. You're getting that extension pole. You're getting the masking kit included. We can go indoors. We can go outdoors. It's so versatile, isn't it?
Really is versatile, yeah. Pretty much anything in your house, anything outdoors. If it's been painted before, it's ready to be spray painted again.
We've got loads more demonstrations that we want to show you, but we want to show you it outdoors, and we've got a great clip with the man himself showing you just how easy it is for all those outdoor surfaces.
Hi, I'm Craig Phillips. In this video, I'm going to show you the best and fastest way of painting and preserving various different things around your garden. The first item I'm going to do is this large summer house. It's been prepped. All I need to do is mask these windows, and then I'm going to start paint spraying. Over here, we've got trellis fencing. Now, if you've ever tried to paint this with a brush, you'll know how hard it is. Once you do it with the Wagner paint sprayer, it takes literally seconds. Down here, I've got a wooden bench. This has been exposed to the elements all year round. The paint's already been flaking off it. We've sanded it down, washed it up, it's now dry. It's also ready to start paint spraying. Over this side, this is a familiar sight to many of you, the garden shed, exposed to the elements all year round. Sun, rain, snow, everything hits this. And as you can see, it's not looking in the best of shape. Once this is painted up, it'll be brought back to life. Now at the other side of the garden, I've also got more furniture. This time it's this metalwork here. It has been prepared, sanded down, it's ready to start painting. But one of the big jobs here, 40 square metres of close board fencing, which would normally take hours if not days with a paintbrush, but not when I've got my Wagner handheld paint sprayer. So within less than 2 days' work, I've completely done the entire garden makeover all by myself. Well, little help from the Wagner handheld paint sprayer, of course, but just look at the items now they're finished. This summer house, 2 different colours of paint, drying time in between, masking up, it looks brand new. Metalwork, metal tables, chairs went from black to white. Over here we've got the trellis fencing. What normally would take days of work, it was reduced to minutes. Not forgetting this lovely hardwood bench, completely brought it back to life. And remember that shed, 2 coats of wood treatment on it, it looks brand new. And one of the biggest jobs of all, 40 square metres of close board fencing at the end of the garden, it looks brand new. If you're looking for some more hints and tips on painting or just film inspiration, why not follow us on social media?
Really is as easy as that, and the great thing is all of a sudden a tatty old garden is all spruced up.
Literally
and
transforms
looks new
it, doesn't
again.
it? Transforms so many different areas. You saw there not only summer houses, fence panels, garden furniture, and that's just the exterior stuff that you're going to use it on. All the interior jobs that you'll... If you're someone who recycles or upcycles furniture, this is invaluable for you.
You can even do the intricate things as well.
We're going to show you that in a couple of minutes.
So you've got the paint system itself. It comes with 2 attachments, and that means you can use any paint, any colour, any brand. So whether it's metal paint or wood paint, or whether it's emulsion, or whether it's eggshell, or whether it's, you know, smooth masonry, it doesn't matter. That system on its own, and you can go on our website and you can buy it, is normally by itself £129.99. But for that £10 extra, you ready for this? You're getting £70 worth of product, because you are getting the extension, which nearly everybody adds into the basket, and you're getting the masking.
Yeah, you can get up high and down low with that extension pole. $39.99 is the value. You can buy it if you've already got a Wagner. It's on the website at $39.99. And the masking kit, $29.99 normally, but we're giving you both of those, £70 worth included in your bundle. So it's like you're paying £10 for them with the value of your Wagner itself. So if you've not shopped with us before, 508140 is the item number. You can order on the phones, but apologies, we've got queues on the phones. The operators will get to you as soon as they possibly can. If you can go to the website, however, that's the easiest way. You can jump the queue if you like. Go to the live show, click on that live show button, and then click on that first item that you see there. You've got everything we're talking about. You've got your extension pole, you've got your masking kit, you've got your Wagner, and you've got it for $139.99. And if you use PayPal, it comes down to $48.98. Less than £50 on your first of 3 payments.
And if you've looked into getting a painter in, painters is so
Painting
expensive.
and decorating is so expensive.
And even if you're going to try and do it by yourself, all the different paintbrushes, the rollers, and then you never get a professional finish. Every time, no brush mark, no drip mark, a professional finish, like a factory finish, like a true professional, painted your walls, painted your ceiling, did the, whatever it is, perhaps the fireplace. Just by painting the fireplace in the living room, the whole living room looks new again.
Yeah.
And honestly, this bundle, though it's time limited, so the clock on the screen, it will go up in price at the end of the show. If you're watching on +1, we will honour the price, but get it in a basket checkout because it will go back up to £200. However, it's going to be stock or clock. And when the stock has gone, this is it. This is all we've got of this bundle. You won't be seeing this bundle.
Oh, we've had a great email from Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Thank you so much. I bought the Wagner last time it was on. As a wheelchair user, I've never painted my fence. I always had to pay for someone to do it at £500 a time. After purchasing the Wagner, I painted the fence for the first time and found it so easy to use. I'm so pleased with it. I will save money each year. Brilliant. Lovely to hear from you, Lucy. Speaking of fences, you can see here how easy it is to get that coverage, how you've got control of the paint coming out of the machine. Once you start using this, you'll be looking for jobs to do. And I was talking to Craig before, it's the kind of jobs that you put off. You know, the fence panels, I'm never going to do that. It's going to take me days. I remember we once drove past a lady, day after day, a little old lady painting with a brush, and day after day she was there.
Took her weeks.
Honestly, fence panels in minutes. That's the great thing about this. And there's so much more to show you demonstration-wise. So if you've got it in a basket, check your basket out and confirm your order. Make sure you get it home in time for the half term, in time for bank holiday. When you've got that extra time on your hands, but you don't want to use all that time because these jobs are so quick.
Great Father's Day gift as well.
Yes, yeah, brilliant.
So do grab it while the stock is there, because when we get to Father's Day, this bundle won't be around.
No way.
And remember, we've got the launch special price, so you've got an incredible deal, including £70 worth of extras, and you can split that cost. But it is first come, first served now. You need to check your basket through.
Hundreds of you have got them in baskets, hundreds already gone, so please check out. We've got to see more demonstrations with Craig. Oh, now this looks like a tricky job, Craig.
It's the dreaded, it's the spindles that nobody wants to do. They don't look much, but believe me, each one of these spindles has got 4 sides. You've got a handrail, a newel post. Every part of this is very difficult to paint if you're using a paintbrush or a roller, but not when I use my Wagner. Watch how quick and easy this is.
There you go. Now, these are the kind of jobs, again, we were talking about putting jobs off. Not only things like fence panels, but getting around those spindles, not leaving any brush marks, not leaving any bits of the brush behind on the spindles.
So many different sides as well, and so little overspray. You can put the masking kit on the stairs, on the carpet, and then you can virtually do the whole of the staircase. We paid for my mum's house a painter to do this. It took him, oh my goodness,
days, and that means it's more expensive. The longer it takes,
he charged us for days.
The more you have to pay, you can see Craig's changing direction on the nozzle, and we'll get him to talk you through that again when he's finished. It won't be long, because nothing takes long when you're using the Wagner system. And can you see how it's getting into all those nooks and crannies? So if you've got any intricate jobs, and we're going to show you a few of those as we go through.
Radiator covers and things like that. Honestly, even with metal paint, do the outdoor furniture. Indoors, outdoors, any paint, any colour, any brand. Saving money, saving time. A small amount of paint going such a long way. Remember, it comes with a 3-year warranty. Register online, you'll get extra year. So 4-year warranty and a price you can't quite believe. £70 worth of extras. They allow you to do every job you need to do inside and outside your home.
Now, we've got a couple of reviews here from previous shows when we've worked with Wagner over the years. We've had some amazing reviews. Here's what my husband loves it. I can't get it off him. He's looking for things to do now. It's so much quicker than using a brush. Another one, used for the first time. It was so easy to use. I can't wait for warmer weather so I can do the fencing. I would recommend anyone to try this. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's excellent. And there's review after review because we've sold Wagner over the years. But this bundle, to include the extension pole, to include the masking kit, and to get it all at this price, remember it should be almost £200. It's down to £139.99. It's like you're paying £10 for £70 worth of extra goods that are included in that bundle. Here's another one. This is an excellent product. I would say doubly excellent to using a brush. Use the wood and metal head with an oil-based satin wood paint, and I was very impressed with the results. Very little overspray compared to previous expensive sprayers I've bought. I've always wanted to spray emulsion onto the walls and ceiling when decorating, and now I have the right tool for the job. Remember, you can use all the different types of paints. That's the other thing that makes it so versatile. Whether you're using it indoors, outdoors, on spindles, on the landing spindles, it's such a good result every single time.
Any paint, any colour, any brand, metal paint, wood paint, emulsion, eggshell, soft sheen, smooth masonry. Honestly, you can transform the inside of your house. You can transform your garden. You can upcycle, you can recycle. You can bring your house back to life in an instant. Jobs that normally take so long, the fence panels, the decking, you can do in minutes. But getting a professional finish is not all about speed. If the finish isn't good, it's going to drive you mad. I hate anything that looks like it's been repainted.
Yeah.
Everything that we see tonight, it looks like that's how you bought it. You know, it's a professional finish. So this is for the complete beginner, like the email we had in. Two as well, the professional painter.
That's impressive.
And a professional painter.
Yep.
We have a look at before. A much brighter colour. Now you've painted it lighter, but you only did really one coverage.
Yes, it was a deep dark blue to start with. One single coverage. I turned the nozzle on the narrow setting and then just sprayed to like one side of the spindle, then the face of the spindle, then the opposite side of the spindle. So we pretty much got 3 sides out of 4. And the whole lot done. Probably, what, 11 spindles there?
No drip marks.
No drip marks at all. All the way across every one of them, there wouldn't be any drip marks. Yep. Yeah. Handrail, newel post, all the spindles done.
When we asked the painter, my mum's painter, to do the stairs, he was like that.
Refused it.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
He was a painter.
I don't blame him.
And he didn't want to do it.
It is the dreaded. Nobody likes doing it.
Stairs and he did not want to do it.
Nobody likes doing it. Because it's so time consuming, it's unenjoyable.
It'd take forever, wouldn't it? Because you do this side, that side, this side, the top, the bottom. And you did it all. I don't think we timed it, but it was minutes.
Probably a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.
Now, speaking of minutes, there's only just over an hour and a half remaining on the live show. Remember, it's a show special price, so that price you see on screen will go back up to almost £200. We'll honour it for our +1 shows if we've still got stock remaining, but it is absolutely flying. 508140 is your item number. Whether you're thinking indoors, outdoors, hundreds already gone and hundreds in baskets. So please make sure you get it whilst we've got it, because we're not getting this back.
The stock we've got is all the stock we've got. If at the end of the show we have stock left, it's going back up to £200. But honestly, if you grab it at this price, you have got a bundle that you can't afford to miss out on. An exclusive bundle that you won't find elsewhere, including the extension, including the masking kit. £70 worth of extras, really, for £10. And then when you split the cost with PayPal, £48.98, that's the first of 3 payments. Think how much it cost you, even just to buy a roller, to buy the paintbrushes. And then think about how much cost it would be to get a painter in.
But the time as well.
It's going to pay for itself, I think, in one job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And the time it takes, the time this cuts it down, that's what I love more than anything.
This is the fence we watched a lady
We
for
all
days.
value our time so much, don't we? You know, and
Yeah.
it
We're all
seems to be
short, aren't we?
we're getting less and less of it as time goes on, you know. But I think for our gardens, you know, the weather's turning for the better for us, hopefully, the next week or two. If we can get out and treat all the outside surfaces, enjoy the summertime, and then give them a quick going over again at the end of the summer, prepare them to protect them for the winter time.
winter months, yeah.
Now, we've got a picket fence, and this also catches people out. You know the way we got the dreaded spindles we done a moment ago?
Yeah.
There doesn't look much to it. But again, you know, you've got your uprights here, you've got your rails across the centres, a face, two sides, and a backside to that as well. This would probably take you a good, I'm going to say, an hour and a half with a brush.
In and out of all those
and
little
out.
bits, yeah.
This is what we watched the lady do, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there was,
For
we were
days.
saying we watched the lady,
She was
we
there.
drove past her
bless
day
her.
after
On
day.
her knees.
Yeah.
For days. And I was
This
like,
would have
oh.
been so much better for her and so
yeah.
easy. And it is easy to use as well. That's
It's
the other
very easy to use, yeah. You know, anyone using them for the very first time, we urge them to go on our social media channels. We've got lots of online videos.
Great.
Where we just show people step-by-step stages of setting them up, cleaning them, diluting paint, masking tape, any troubleshooting, and obviously techniques of spraying as well, just to make the job a
So
lot quicker.
all the top tips are there
the top
for
tips,
you
yes,
once you get it home. Now, we're going to put a clock on the screen for
clock
this one.
again, okay.
We're going to give you 3
3
minutes to do
minutes,
this.
easy.
Oh, he's very confident. Here we go then. 3 minutes for that
There
little
we go.
white picket fence we've got for you. And if you've got fences like this at home, just imagine how much easier, and the other thing is how much longer they're going to last, isn't it? If you treat them.
What would deteriorate so badly through the winter?
It really does. And if you want to get the bundle, 508140 is your item number. It should be almost £200 here. It's down to £139.99. Remember, with those PayPal payments, you're looking at £48.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. See how Craig just glides across that fence there? Whether it's lighter colour going to dark, darker colour going to light, it really doesn't matter. When you've got the Wagner, you get that professional finish, that factory finish every single time. That's a minute, and I think we're nearly done. No, we're about halfway through there, aren't we? More reviews to share with you. Let me read some of these out to you. My husband loves it. I can't get it off him. I've read that before. It's so much quicker than a brush. Great bit of kit. I use it to do my whole fencing. It normally takes hours. It was done in 20 minutes. Wow. How great is that? I bought this item to see if it worked as well as you show on the shows. Yes, yes, yes. We spray painted our fence. 6-foot panels, 7 of them in 40 minutes. And that was the time spent pulling bushes out of the way included. So each time we'll get quicker and quicker when we use it. The next job is in the spring to spray paint our 3 sheds. I think each shed will probably only take about half an hour. I can't recommend it enough, especially as we're both disabled. And so easy to use, no problems. Now we're 2 minutes in there with Craig. He's still got a minute left, but I don't think he's going to need it. Can you imagine? We've given Craig 3 minutes to do that entire section of fence, and the coverage is nearly. If you were doing that with a brush.
Well, we watched that lady, and it took her days and days to do the whole of her fence. Where this, you're going to see, we've got 30 seconds left, and that whole panel will be done. But not only is it about being quick, it'll be a professional finish. It'll look like that's how you bought the fence. There'll be no brush marks, there'll be no drip marks. A professional finish every single time.
Look
any
at
paint,
that.
any colour, any brand.
3 minutes.
3 minutes
and
was
it's
plenty of
perfect.
time, wasn't
I
it?
took my time to meet the timings.
Yeah. Now look at it before. Take a look at the coverage that you've got there in under 3 minutes. That is spectacular, isn't it? And when you think about it, takes such a short amount of time. It's not that thing that you're going to put off. It's job done, isn't it?
And that's the great thing about it, because we know we're all guilty of putting them jobs off, you know, over and over again. But when it is so easy and it's so quick and you're getting a great result like that, it does encourage you to do the painting.
I think you look for the...
Really
well, it's like some of these reviews.
And it's a lovely, there's some of the reviews I'm hearing are great, and it's a good personal self-satisfaction for yourself as well when you've achieved something like the lady who called in about the on a wheelchair. You know, being able to do her own fence panels where she's never been able to do it in the past.
And that independence, that's really important in itself.
Imagine how great she feels from that, not just the money saving, but a personal achievement for herself. So it's brilliant.
All those jobs that you'll be able to do in moments, so saving yourself so much time. Remember, the bundle we've got for you is an exclusive. It's a brilliant deal that we've got for you. It should be almost £200. Now, if you've never shopped with us before, you just need the item number 508140. It is as simple as adding it to your basket. Again, apologies if you're waiting on the phones. We do have to apologise. We've been so busy. There are queues on the phones. So if you can hang on, the operators will get to you as soon as they possibly can. But if you can go to the website, that's the easiest way to shop. shopontv.co.uk. Now, the last time we had this bundle, it's sold out. I remember seeing, we weren't actually working that night, and we have a group chat, and the messages coming through on this group chat, the panic, because it was flying in the first half an hour. And we've got more stock than we had on that last show, but lots of it has already gone, lots of it already accounted for. So if you want to get this bundle, it's going to be your last opportunities. We've got all the stock we can lay our hands on. $199.99 comes down to $139.99. And the value here with the bundle is brilliant, isn't it?
Well, the paint and spray system itself, normally $129.99. And you got 2 attachments. Any paint, any colour, any brand, indoors, outdoors, and that on its own you're ordering, but don't order it by itself, because for £10 more you will get £70 worth of extras. You'll get the extension.
Yeah, we're going to include the extension pole, normally $39.99. We're going to include the masking kit, normally $29.99. So that bundle, £70 worth. You're paying an extra £10 for £70 worth of extra goods, and that means you've got everything you need. Your masking kit will be essential for you, as will that extension pole. 508140 is your item number. Add it to your basket, whether it's website or phones. Again, apologies if you're waiting on the phones, but those extras, the value is almost £70 worth, as you can see there. We're including that. The machine on its own, normally $129.99, so an extra tenner, you're getting an extra £70 worth of goods. So add it to your basket right now. We've got loads more demonstrations coming up. Easiest way is always the website. shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, you will see everything that we've got available for you, and that just shows you the value of everything that we've got there. And don't go for the second, third or fourth item. Go for that bundle. You get everything included, and the value is brilliant, but it's only for the duration of the show. Now, Craig's still got loads more demonstrations to show us. What are we seeing next, Craig?
Okay, next up is a UPVC door. So it could be your front door, it could be your back door.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, these, the key thing is a bit of preparation. Give them a good clean down first with like a sugar soap. Give them a gentle little sand down even with like a wire wool. Just so your new paint keys them. And then do also check from your supplier that the paint is suitable for UPVC surfaces for outside. But once that is, you're perfect with your Wagner then.
Good to go.
So here we go.
That's really is any paint.
Yeah, any paint, any colour, any brand. That's the other great thing when it comes to this. You can see how quickly the coverage is there. Vertical or horizontal, it doesn't matter which way you want to go. You've got that little nozzle that you can spin round, depending on which direction you're travelling in. But for me, it's the speed of the jobs every single time, and then that factory finish every single time as well. So you get perfect coverage in one pass over. Whether you're going from dark to light, whether you're going from light to dark, it really doesn't matter.
No drip marks, no brush marks, no roller marks. And again, it looks like that's how you bought the door. So often you'll paint something and it'll drive you mad because it looks like it's been repainted. Nothing with Wagner looks repainted. It's a professional finish every single time. Smallest amount of paint, you're saving on paint, you're saving on time, you're saving on money. You're doing it yourself. It costs a fortune to get someone in to do these jobs. And once you've got the Wagner system, those jobs are so easy, inside or outside. Whatever you're painting, metal paints, wood paints, eggshell, smooth masonry, UPVC we're doing right now, honestly, whatever you need to paint, the Varnish system will
I
do
wouldn't
it.
have. That is one thing I wouldn't have thought of, Craig.
Yeah.
UPVC.
UPVC doors, yes,
Yeah.
you can do doors, windows.
Because they do
fascia
fade in the
boards, soffits.
sunshine and things.
They do, yes, yeah. They're kind of yellow.
Yeah,
a
they
little
do.
bit. The
They go
UV on them
nasty.
damages
and
them,
I think,
yeah.
again, you'd have to replace the door.
Yes.
But actually, the Wagner system, it's paid for itself already.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Because you've
yeah.
transformed that to a new door
Yeah,
again.
yeah, totally, totally. Just think of the disruption. Taking
And again,
an old door and frame out.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to check your work.
Please do, look closely.
Not that she's fussy.
no drip marks.
Yeah, she's
No
bitter,
drip
yeah.
mark. No brush mark. Everything absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Even coverage, so you can't see the colour that it was before anywhere. There isn't more
Now look at it
paint.
before.
That was what it was like
Looks like,
before.
yeah. Look how deep,
Oh my
dark that
goodness,
colour
I'd
is as
forgotten it
well,
was
that
that
blue
bad.
and red, yeah.
So even where the red is and the blue,
Yeah, it's not bleeding
you
through,
can't
no.
see.
No,
That's incredible.
yeah.
And that was very much one pass over.
Yes, yeah, one pass over, yep. Literally done in 1 minute, 2 minutes maybe.
And all those surfaces, it's quicker painting, it's less mess, no drip marks, no brush marks left
Phones are
behind.
busy again.
Phones are really busy again. Apologies if you are waiting on the phones. If you can go to the website, please do, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the web, whether you want to go to the live show, whether you want to scroll the website, shopontv.co.uk. When you get there, you will see this is the bundle. There's lots of information there. There's lots of pictures. And remember, once you've bought this, as Craig was saying, there's great support from Wagner, whether it's online videos that we're talking about, whether it's support on, they have an app as well that you can follow on. So you see all that different inspiration, guiding you through different kinds of jobs, setting up, maintenance, cleaning. It's all on the website for you if you need any support afterwards. But honestly, once you start using it,
Yep. You
You're
just
good,
get carried
aren't
away.
you? Yeah,
You're
you
just
do,
looking
yeah.
for things to paint. It really is impressive. But one of the most common things that people buy it for is the fence panels themselves, because they know they're big items, they're time consuming, they're messy to paint. By paint spraying it, just makes their life simple and,
And
they
it's
look great.
just
you
the right time now, isn't it, to do this?
Most definitely, yes, yeah. We've come out of quite a wet, harsh
Yeah.
winter, haven't we? You know, spring is here. Again, we mentioned earlier with the decking, it's always wise if they're very dirty, they haven't been treated for, let's say, 2 or 3 years, jet wash them down, give them a good clean up. Maybe drapes your ground sheet that comes in with the masking
yeah, with
tape
masking kit, yeah.
Drapes the plastic over it overnight just to stop any moist penetrating into
Okay.
it, and then it's ready to paint then the next day.
Brilliant.
Get a couple of coats on it, last you all through the season then.
And that's something that normally take forever, wouldn't it? Something you put off because you think, oh gosh, I'm going to need days to do that. All of a sudden you can do it in minutes,
in
really.
literally minutes, yeah. This is 6 foot square and we'll do it in
And do it
literally
so
minutes,
well.
Yeah.
Whereas normally you'd have loads of drip marks and it's been an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the finish.
yeah, they look like new fence panels when Craig's finished with them. So imagine the cost if you were going to have to replace your fence panels just because they look shabby. It could be the fact that they are just shabby and they just need a treatment. They just need a paint job. Well, with the Wagner spray system, this is what I love. It gets into all those nooks and crannies, doesn't
And
it?
with a brush, that's really difficult. It's quick, it's easy, It's any paint, any colour, any brand, inside, outside, holding it just about 4 inches away from the area you're painting. And honestly, like the email we had in, if you can hold a hairdryer, you can work the Wagner system. It truly is that simple. You'll be looking for other things to paint, and sometimes the garden can look so shabby, and the garden's like another room to our home. We want the garden to be as nice as indoors, and when you paint the fences, when you paint the garden furniture, all of a sudden that garden looks new again. It gives you, I don't know, an uplift. And I think the same in the house. Perhaps you've been wanting to move, but you just can't afford it. Paint that house, paint the garden, and all of a sudden that home looks new again. And that's refreshing you, that's making you proud to have people round in your garden. I've got a friend right now, just moved into a new property, and she's so excited every time she's got a room done. And look at that again, just coming to check.
Here's the inspection police.
Yeah.
Because normally it would be dripping terribly in all these areas. Normally as well, patchy.
Yeah.
Because with a brush, it's very difficult to get even coverage.
It is,
and you'd be thinking, oh, this bit's, I need a bit more here. Whereas it evenly does it all.
Consistency, yep, every time, yeah. Really, really is
amazing.
Good. And the key is just keeping the unit moving. You can see me going up and down at one point. I turned the nozzle and I was going left to right. And I'm only holding that nozzle about 4 to 6 inches away from the surface. And that's the key, you know. We mentioned earlier that we can turn it down and go slower if you want. You can turn it up and go even quicker than what I was doing on there.
And that coverage that we see, we like to show you the before and after, because you do it in such a quick amount of time. But when you see the finish, it is like you've just bought a brand new fence panel.
It's like a factory finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you bought it like that. It doesn't look like you've repainted it. It's how you bought it. And that is going to allow that fence to last for so much longer.
Certainly
if you
is,
treat fences, decking, it's going to last.
That's the key, is trying to preserve them, trying to make them last longer. It's better for the environment, better for our pockets, you know, and it saves us further time down the line having to replace them all, you know, it's just...
So again, saving money. This system pays for itself in an absolute
over
instant.
and over again, over and over again.
I think, to be honest, in that first job, you know, you can have it paid for in that first job because you've transformed, you've brought something back to life.
And
go on.
You've used less paint.
Less paint.
We used to get so many emails from people.
The manufacturers say you save 5 to 10% of paint anyway. But most importantly, it's our time. Look how much we value our time. You know?
We've got lots of emails coming in. If you do want to email in, studio@shopontv.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you. We will get to them if we can in the show. But we talked about interiors. We've talked about exteriors. Imagine if you've got a shed or a summer house that's looking really worn, really tired. Well, you can transform it with your Wagner.
Hi, I'm Craig Phillips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to bring this old summer house back to life. As you can see, it's been exposed to the elements for some time. It's not in the best of shape. Softwood like this needs to be treated at least once a year. I've started the preparation yesterday by cleaning the whole area down with the jet wash. I've given it time to dry. I've gently sanded it. All I need to do now is mask up the glass and then start painting with my Wagner handheld paint sprayer. The main woodwork on the summer house has now had 2 coats and is completely dry. The next stage is I want to paint my window frames a different colour, a slightly darker grey, and I want to use the paint sprayer. So I'm going to apply a second layer of masking tape along the edge of the dry timber, all the way up to the edge of the window frame. The masking tape is now completed around the window frame and around the door frame. I've got my paint sprayer and I've set the nozzle for detailed spraying. I've turned the paint flow right the way down, so it's only a minimum amount of paint coming out. I'm ready to start spraying. I'm about to remove the masking tape off. Now, if you remember, I painted the main walls of here a couple of coats yesterday, so that's dry. This masking tape was put on yesterday, but we've applied new paint over the top of it. So what I do is I take my trimming knife and I just very gently score a little line just where that masking tape meets the actual woodwork of the frame and the new paintwork, because what we don't want it to do is dry with 2 or 3 coats on like that, and then when we peel the masking tape off, there's always a fear that it could possibly peel off the paint off the surface, which of course we don't want. That'll give me a nice clean crisp cut between the window and the frame. That's our summer house complete. 2 different colours of paint, 2 different coats. Preparation, masking, all done in less than 2 days. If you're looking for some more hints and tips or some inspiration on paint spraying, why don't you follow us on social media?
It's like new again, in an absolute instant. All of a sudden a job you'd put off, or perhaps you'd never do yourself, you'd pay someone to do it. Perhaps you haven't got that extra money to do that.
At the minute, it's, everything's so expensive, isn't it?
It's so quick, it's so easy, and the finish is professional. It's like that's how you bought the summer house, that's how the fence was, that's how the front door looked. Is that a professional finish every single time?
I read a review to you earlier. They did 7 fence panels in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They're now looking for jobs to do because it made such a difference in the garden. We've got 3 sheds. They're going to do the sheds. The person who sent in the review reckoned it'd be about 45 minutes to do a shed. Can you imagine that? You saw that summer house there, but it's not just exterior, it's interior. There's so many different things. If you're someone who recycles or upcycles, you will absolutely love the results that you get. It could be things like metal garden furniture. We're going to show you that in a couple of moments live. But you can see here how easy it is to use this to transform.
And that's really intricate as well.
Look at that.
I did my mum's into a really nice green paint, and then she'd got a bench with metal ends, and I did the metal ends green and then redid the wood. The bench we were going to throw out, it was so tatty, but the Wagner brought it back to life. I think in one job the Wagner has paid for itself.
This is just showing you how easy it is to use, the coverage that you can get, whether it's interiors, whether it's exteriors, it's completely up to you. It's so simple, so straightforward, and such a great deal that we've got for you. 508140 is your item number. It's a massive saving. It should be almost £200. It's £139.99, but that's not for just the Wagner. Remember, you're getting all those extras. Now, normally the masking kit, £29.99. The extension pole, £39.99. So that'd be a £70 extra cost. You're getting that included in this bundle. It's like you're paying £10 for it if we're honest, because the machine's normally £129.99.
It's an exclusive bundle. It's a time limited. It's only this price for the show. The stock we have is all we have. So when this sells out, sadly, we can't get this deal back again. If we've got any stock left at the end of the show, it will go back up to £200. If you're watching on +1, we will honour the price if there's stock, but you need to check your basket out because it will then go back up. So grab it. It will pay for itself in an instant. Any paint, any colour, any brand. Indoors, outdoors. You save on paint, you save on time, and all of a sudden a job that you've perhaps been putting off for years, you get done. And there's no better feeling than feeling like the house looks new. Perhaps you wanted to move and you can't afford to move now. Perhaps you wanted a new shed, but again, you can't afford it. Paint it and see that difference. Paint the summer house, paint the fence panels, painting the garden furniture.
Yeah.
Get everything matching.
Yeah, that's the great thing. In the garden, you can cover so many different surfaces, but also in the houses. Look at the summer house, look at the bench, look at the metal furniture, look at the fence panels. But it's all about ease of use and seeing the demonstration. So we've got lots more demonstrations coming up for you. In fact, Craig is ready to go. What are we seeing next, my friend?
Always ready, always ready. Thank you, Sean. I've got some items inside the house now. So I've got this radiator cover. I know we wouldn't normally have this fitted around a fire surround, of course, but I just wanted to pick items that I know are hard to paint with a brush or a roller, just to give you a demonstration how easy it is with our Wagner. So I'll pull this forward. As you can see, you've got lots of detailed work in the centre, but flush pieces here on the front, the back and the sides. So I'll do the adjustment to the nozzle a couple of times whilst I'm spraying it.
So that's all about direction, changing the nozzle like Craig was talking about there. When you've got real intricate areas like this, if you were doing that crisscross design with a brush, what a nightmare that would be. You'd be dabbing away trying to get into all those areas, but with the Wagner, literally, you guide it across the front there, you guide it across, and it does the job for you, doesn't it?
Professional finish every single time. And all of a sudden it looks like that's how you bought it. It's a factory finish. And even the really difficult areas that you'd think would be an absolute nightmare to not get a drip mark. You won't get drip marks with Wagner. Just keep the system moving. Hold it around about 4 inches away from the area that you're painting, and you can see how it evenly
I love that.
distributes the actual paints. And that, I mean, what a difference. And it's a darker colour going to a lighter colour. And it's again one pass over. And all of a sudden, if you press change the wallpaper at home, you can match all of the radiator covers in an instant. And look at that.
For me, on that, I mean, that intricate detail, Craig, if you were doing that with a brush, what a nightmare.
You'd make a mess of it every time you're trying to run the brush there. It would be dripping down the back and then working its way through to the front. And again, look at the changing colours. You know, it was a deep dark blue a moment ago. Deep dark blue, and now it's a nice, very light colour grey now.
I love the fact that it covers darker colour. It goes dark to light.
Yes,
fine,
yeah. Most definitely. And, you know, once that's dried in, if the previous colour does flash through a tiny little bit when it's dry, just give it another quick coat and it'll be ready to put a second coat on in about 30 minutes. Doesn't have to be completely dry. Just another coat within 20, 30 minutes.
Brilliant. Radiator, that looks like you've just bought it, that radiator.
Yep, looks new, doesn't it?
Yeah, that
pull it to one side.
Now, we're going to take a look at a fireplace in just a second. This is the fireplace. But we've had another email in from Jackie. I just want to share this with you. Jackie said, just wanted to give some genuine feedback. I bought this on your last show, and we've got some pictures we're going to show you.
Great.
These are Jackie's results. I unfortunately had a mini stroke. Oh, sorry, Jackie. So my niece came down and created this lovely oasis for me so I could de-stress and recover. We've got a before and after from Jackie. That was the before. Let's have a look what a lovely niece did for.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's quite an oasis.
Oh, my word.
What time do you want us round, Jackie? Give us your address. We'll pop round for a nice afternoon aperitif. That's lovely, isn't it?
And that's what it's all about.
That's the kind of thing you can do with a Wagner and do it so easily.
But and so professionally and so affordably, because the system's so affordable, but then you'll find you use the smallest amount of paint. So all of a sudden, those big jobs, you're not buying tins and tins of paint. Lots of people say they buy too much, they've got paint left over, because they used to do the fence panels and it took tins of paint. The Wagner system really allows a small amount of paint to go a long way. That looked amazing, that before and after.
It really did. Lovely. Thank you for that, Jackie. Really appreciate it. We've still got loads of you joining us to get this bundle. Remember, it's a show special price. It's stock or clock. If you wait till after the show and we do have any stock left, the price will go back up. But still loads more to see. So if you've got it in a basket, check it out. But keep watching because Craig's got loads more to show us.
Thanks, Sean. My next demonstration, I'll come to the fireplace in a moment, but I've got a radiator as well. So remember we said earlier on in the show, any paint, any colour, any brand, and that means on any surface as well. So whether it's wood, hardwood, softwood, UPVC, or even metal, again, just check that the paint that you're using is suitable for the surface. Give it a good sand down and you're ready to start paint spraying. This is an area where, again, you'd use your masking tape now. So you'd mask up around the wall, all the way around here, and then maybe mask up around the pipe work as well. And then you're ready to start spraying. Here we go.
And this is probably an area that you wouldn't think of transforming by painting it, but it can really change it. I know black radiators are really on trend at the minute, aren't they? So to transform your radiators, your fireplaces, your radiator covers, whether you're thinking about interior doors, remember it's great on textured surfaces as well. So if you've got a textured surface you want to cover, you don't get loads of drip marks, you don't get the brush marks, you don't get an uneven finish, you get that factory finish every time. But for me, it's the speed of the coverage that you get here.
And the job is done so professionally. The smallest amount of paint, that professional finish, and like we say, a factory finish. That radiator will look like that's how you bought that radiator. Look at it before and look at it after. And perhaps you're doing your house up, perhaps you're trying to sell your property, and obviously you'd mask around that radiator, but you've got the masking kit in the bundle. So we're not saying add that to your bundle. You've got the masking kit, you've got the extension, you've got everything you need. All you need to do is get that paint, and any paint, any colour, any brand.
That's the great thing. It's any paint, any colour, any brand. Now, we are coming into the last hour of the live show. We've got to remind you, the first time we had this bundle, it sold out in the show. We managed to get more stock for you, but this is the last time we will be doing this bundle.
When this stock has gone,
yeah, we
can't get it back. That's it. It's the end. So grab it. If you don't buy it tonight, it's going to go back up in price. It will be £200 practically. So pop it in your basket, check that basket out, and get those jobs done. You've got the holidays coming. Perhaps you've got a week off. How many things will you be able to transform? Indoors, outdoors. Perhaps it's the garden that's looking so tatty. Perhaps you're embarrassed of the house. You're not having friends and family round because everything looks so old and worn. In an instant, you can spruce things up. And honestly, I think one job and this bundle has paid for itself, because if you've transformed what we're going to do, the fireplace, that can make the living room look and feel new again.
It's the focal point, isn't it, when it comes to living room. Out in the garden, if you're looking at things like a bench.
Well, we saw Jackie's before and after.
Yeah, that was great.
It was like a new house.
Yeah.
Like she got a new build. Yeah. And your garden could be that new build, because just by getting the Wagner system, getting that right paint, whether it's a metal paint or a wood paint or a smooth masonry paint, Wagner's, they will take it all. That result is incredible. Doesn't look like things have been repainted. And whether it was the bench, whether you've got really nice trellis, we've got trellis, but again, really tatty, really worn, in an instant, that trellis is back to looking new again, but also you're giving that trellis a new lease of life and a longer life, because you can put a treatment
of course.
onto this.
Imagine trying to do that with a brush, all those intricate little areas. Craig's got some great demos a little bit later on that we're going to see with all those intricate areas. We looked at that radiator cover. That was brilliant. That would have been a nightmare to do with a brush.
You could do stenciling as well. Perhaps it's the kids' bedrooms you want to spruce up. Stenciling, because you can be intricate. And remember, you've got the masking kit, so mask round that radiator and get your paint spray system out. And look at that again, that finish. A perfect factory finish. Before to after, and it doesn't matter if you're going light to dark or dark to light. We do it both ways through the show.
Get the same coverage.
And on a whole, one pass over, and the job is done.
Now, Craig, he's got a bit of a big job on, I think, here. We're looking at a fireplace now, Craig.
It is. It's a huge, big Victorian-style fireplace, and I'm going to bring it back to life here. This is the focal point of most living rooms, so if it's getting painted, it's got to be done right. Here we go.
Now, we're going to give Craig about 5 minutes. We'll give him a 5-minute clock on the screen. and we'll count down to see how long it takes. But when you look again at the detail around this fireplace, you've got all those intricate slots, you've got the cornice on there as well. We are still getting busier and busier. Please, if you've got this in a basket and you want to make sure you get hold of it, confirm your order and check your basket out. If you're a new customer, it's really easy to order. You just need that item number on the top of the screen, 508140, down to $139.99. Make sure you go for that item number, 508140. That gets you the bundle. That gets you £70 worth of extras included. You're going to get an extension pole, which means you can get up high and down low, and you're also going to get that masking kit. That's £70 worth of extras with the bundle for you. Now we're only a minute in, and he's halfway there, I think, by the looks of things. Definitely doesn't need 5 minutes for this job that you can see here. But I want you to think about all those jobs that you can do at home. It's not just things like your fireplace. We've seen a radiator. We saw the radiator cover. If you've got Artex and you find it really difficult to paint with a brush or a roller because it's textured, because you can't get into all those nooks and crannies, the Wagner will make it so much easier for you. We're pretty much there, aren't we? We're nearly finished.
So little overspray, so little mess. Never a brush mark, never a drip mark. No brushes, dirty brushes to clean. The system is so easy to clean afterwards. You can chop and change from one paint to another. You've got 2 attachments, and those attachments allow you to use very much any paint, any brand, any colour. But now, all of a sudden, the living room looks new again because the focal point has been painted. I mean,
and the job is done.
That is so good.
Let's come over and have a look. We need to inspect this.
They gave you 5 minutes. I knew
5 minutes on it.
I knew you'd need.
What did we take?
2.5.
2.5. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Look at that.
Good.
Wow.
That's so good,
And
isn't
all
it?
this detail, where there'd normally be drips here, not a drip, it just gives this even coverage. So the finish is just perfect. If you did that with a brush, you'd be going forever, and there'd always be a bit of a drip. There'd be a bit you hadn't covered properly. Covers it just immaculately.
Yeah. It really is, isn't it? It's impressive. Yeah.
It's so good. And this is you don't have to think at home, I'm not a good painter, I'm not a professional.
Nope.
You'll be able to do it.
You can get a professional result without the years and decades of training.
And you
like
do
a
sell
professional
to
does.
professionals.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah.
it's for the complete beginner, right to the professional
It's
painter.
the perfect model to start with.
Because if that's your job, you could save time, you could do more work
Absolutely,
in
yes.
less time, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I remember you telling us stories at because you often do the exhibitions.
Yes,
don't
when
you,
the
and
trades
shows.
doing the spindles.
Yeah, and painters coming up going, oh no. No.
Yep, I've had it many a times.
You let them have a go,
the
don't
one
you?
that stuck in mind was he was telling me he's been a painter for 30 or 40 years. He was showing me his pictures on his phone. He's doing a brilliant job, you know, not knocking his work at all. But his point he was making to me was, I don't need one of them. I'll never buy one of them. And I heard him out for a couple of minutes, you know, and I said, have you got 2 minutes of your time? Let me just do your demonstration.
Yeah.
We had a set of spindles about the size we got here, about 12 run, handrail on it, newel post. And literally, I got my settings. I spent a minute and a half, 2 minutes, sprayed it all. And he was looking at every little bit underneath. And then when he finished, he was like, how much do you say these things were?
You wouldn't have got the deal
you
we've
don't
got.
need one, you
no,
don't
yeah, on you go, you're not having one. You wouldn't have got the deal that we've got. Remember, you're getting all those extras included in our bundle. So you're getting the masking kit, and that's invaluable, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. The masking kit can save you time in cutting in with a brush, saves you time cleaning up, of course, you know, keeping the place tidy. It's worth its weight in gold for sure.
So that's included. That's normally £30, $29.99. But then we're also including the extension pole.
Handle, yes, yeah. The extension handle, you know, that gives us that extra 2-foot reach. Whether you're spraying ceilings, whether you're spraying fence panels, or spraying down on the floor, the decking, you know, just having that 2-foot reach on there, it just allows you to do it quicker, safer, without actually having to bend over, you know. You're just simply walking up and down. It's holding the unit just at the right angle for you to spray a good vast area really quickly. If you were doing fence panels, for instance, and there was lots of bushes in the way, it's good for getting in between the bushes and getting down to the corner. You know, some people don't want to walk on their garden or their plants where they've set them all. And of course, not forgetting, you can use it with the large reservoir above your head, getting up to an 8-foot ceiling height. You would get up.
And you normally buy that as an extra.
It's normally as an extra.
I know it took me about 4 shows to get that.
It's never available yet.
It's sold out time and time and time. It's in your bundle. You're getting everything you need, bar the paint. Honestly, you've got a bundle like you just can't quite believe. With the extension, with the masking kit, £70 worth of extras. Time limited offer. That clock is ticking down. Less than an hour, and sadly, it will go back up to £200. It's this price for the show only. But remember as well, stock-wise, this is all the stock we've got. So when we've sold this stock, you'll never see this bundle again, whether it's £200 or whether it's £139.99. So grab it whilst we've got it.
Are we ready to do some decking,
I'm ready
Craig?
to jump on this decking, yep,
OK,
for sure.
Now, take a little look how quick this job is. We've got a picture of it before because we want you to see what a difference this is going to make. Decking, really important because it really deteriorates if you don't look after it. So watch how easy this is as Craig does the decking area. And it's the same if you're doing fence panels. Obviously, it's going to last so much longer. For me on decking, the thing I was worried about was flooding the decking, filling all those grooves, because you need to have that for the grip on the decking. You don't want it to be full. But here you get that instant coverage. You don't use too much paint. You're not leaving big drip marks all across your decking. And it's so much quicker. The speed of the painting here is absolutely brilliant.
And you're not bending down on your hands and knees with the extension, making it so easy as well to do this. A vast area done so quickly. So whatever decking you've got outdoors, whether it is a big area, the Wagner system will allow you to do that area very much in moments rather than hours or days. But the great thing is, it's not all about being quick. You want a professional finish, and Wagner does that for you. Evenly spraying the right amount of paint. I mean, that was minutes. Look at the before, look at the after, and my goodness, that looks like it's a factory finish. There's no drip marks. The grooves aren't full of paint.
Yep.
Which is when you do with the paintbrush.
Yes.
That's the problem. You end up filling the
grooves.
bit, don't you?
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't act then as a non-slip tread. It just covers every single inch. You can see there. It does look like, again, because of our studio lights, we put too much paint on there. But I promise you, it's not. It's a perfect result, and
you only did one
penetrate
pass
through
over.
on there. Only one pass over on there. Yes.
It's just the shine, isn't it, from the
light
studio
above
light.
us, yes.
But honestly, when we look close up, it's the perfect finish. It's not flooded in the grooves, like we say. It doesn't matter whether it's big areas like this, decking, fence panels, but things like intricate areas, like, well, we've got this garden chair here.
Furniture,
Are we going here next, Craig?
I think we're going to that next, are we? Yes, yep.
Because if you've got the things like cast iron, metal chairs, things like this, because they're so detailed, you would be thinking, if you do it with a brush again, absolutely.
If you did a brush, it would be all uneven, but it'd be dripping down this side.
Down the back,
then you'd paint this side, and it'd be dripping down the front.
You can't
but you'd
win.
never get that with Wagner.
You can't win, no.
Haley's mum had a set like this in the garden.
We were going to throw it out, weren't we?
You know, and it's just been sat there. It was under a bush. It had gone all... So she just took away all the excess
Sanded it down. And now it's a really nice green.
Oh, brilliant.
You did it green in a show, and I copied. And it looks great.
It's
and
nice,
then she's got a bench that's got metal edges, and we did the green metal edges to match the table and chairs. It looks brilliant.
It works well.
Are we good to go?
Yeah,
we're good to go. We've got a picture of it. We'll leave you to it.
OK, let me have it.
Let you get going. So cast iron, things such as this, it will be brilliant for. Remember when we're talking about the paints, it's all different types of paint. It could be wood and metal paint. You've got the two attachments. You've got a 1300mm and you've got the 800mm. Your 1300mm will be great for your emulsions, your vinyls, your mattes and silks, eggshell, soft sheen, all the different types of paint. You've got your smaller attachment as well. Remember the 800mm for your wood and your metal paints. Smooth and textured surfaces, inside, outside, garden furniture, interior walls, exterior doors, interior doors. Honestly, there's so many surfaces. And look at the detail on this chair and think about how else you would paint this, because it would be an absolute nightmare. If you were trying to stipple that on with a brush, you'd leave bits of brush behind. You'd have all the dribbles and the drips left behind from the paint itself. And the other thing is, you don't use an excessive amount of paint, so you're not wasting paint when you're using your Wagner. You're getting that perfect coverage, that factory finish as we call it, every single time. And when you first get it, there's great guidance on the Wagner website if you need any guidance. But what a difference that's made.
So little overspray.
Nice,
yeah.
And no drips down the back. We're the only drips in the building.
Well, the drips at the back.
finish
Yeah.
is absolutely
It's lovely.
incredible.
Now, we're going to look at it before and after. And look how detailed it is. And then when you come through and you see the coverage,
Wow.
that's why it's when we first get it, Craig, you always say
Yeah.
about a cardboard box, don't you? To test it
Definitely,
out.
yes, yeah. For someone using it for the very first time, I mean, we always say, watch our online videos about the setup and dilution and masking, etc. But when you come to actually applying the paint, get a big cardboard box first, turn the paint spray, the nozzle all the way down, have a play around with your different settings on the nozzles. And once you go round 4 sides, you start to get used to a speed that feels comfortable to you and you feel confident to do. You'll have the settings different from doing a chair or a fence panel, you know, and that's what you've got to get used to at home, depending on what paint you're using. Paints are sometimes thicker and thinner than others, depending where you bought them
We've
from.
had a few emails in about the paint and dilution.
Yes, yeah, and many people have asked us about, you know, what's the best paint for this, or how much do we have to dilute it, and there isn't really an answer to it.
Okay.
Because I've used hundreds of paints, if not thousands, over the years, and 60, 70, 80% of them straight out of the can, and they're fine, they're okay. You do get sometimes some thick, gloopy ones, and I'll try to spray, and it'll be a bit splattery, and you'll know straight away that's not acceptable, it's not good. So it just needs a little bit of dilution down. But then you can buy the same type of paint from 2 different manufacturers, where one's thicker and one's thinner than the others. It looks the same when it's on, so it'll perform a little bit differently in the unit. So once you start getting familiar with using that, it becomes second nature. Then it's quick and easy to work out.
The more
yourself.
you use it,
of course, the
easier you'll know.
The easier it becomes,
My dad was the same, wasn't he? At first, he was a bit sceptical, my dad. I've got to be honest. He was a bit like that painter and decorator he talked about. But as soon as he did one fence panel,
We left him.
because he had a lot of fence. He had a lot of fence, my dad, didn't he?
He lived in Leeds. We left him with it.
Yeah.
And we were driving down the motorway, got a phone call. He was like, oh my goodness, I've done a fence panel already. Because it's so quick and easy. Have a little practice on a bit of cardboard, but once you've got the knack of it, hold it about 4 inches away, hold it a bit like a hairdryer, up and down, side to side, just keep it moving. It will evenly distribute the paint. So however intricate or whatever you're painting, you will get that perfect finish, that factory finish in an instant. This system, I think, will pay for itself in that very first job.
One job, and you've got such a brilliant deal. Remember, it's a massive saving, and you're getting all the extras
And it's going back up in price soon.
But you've got to check out your basket and confirm your order. Make sure you get it home. And now, we mentioned earlier, we had a review from a while ago. Someone said they'd done the fence panel, 7 fence panels in 40 minutes, and their next job was going to be doing the sheds. They had 3 sheds. They reckoned it was only going to take them about 40 minutes to an hour to do each shed. Well, we're going to show you how easy it is to use on your sheds at home.
Garden sheds, we all have them. They serve a great purpose. However, we quite often neglect them. just like this one. It hasn't been treated for years. As you can see, the original colour, what was on there, is completely bleached out with the sun. The weather's attacked it. The natural wood has started to go silver and black in areas, but don't worry, you can bring it back to life with a small amount of work. Preparation is very important. I've cleaned this down with my jet wash a couple of days ago, let it completely dry. As you can see, I've started to mask up around the metalwork on the door. Of course, you can take them off if you need to. Once the masking's done, you're ready to start paint spraying with your Wagner paint sprayer. And that's my garden shed complete. It's hard to believe what that looked like only a couple of hours ago. It would have took days to do with a paintbrush, but using your Wagner handheld paint sprayer makes hard jobs easy. If you're looking for some more tips and inspiration, why not follow us on social media?
And how great is that? In moments, all of a sudden your garden is transformed. It looks new again.
Because again, that's a focal point, isn't it? The shed in the garden.
Well, we had Jackie. She emailed in with some pictures of her garden, and she'd made it look absolutely incredible. And giving you that area to relax, that place to enjoy. That garden is like an extra room to your home. But if it's looking tatty, if the shed's tatty, if the summer house is tatty, if the decking's tatty, it's not nice to sit out, is it? But when the garden looks like Jackie's, oh my goodness, that's what it was before. Have a look at it now with the Wagner paint spray system. Bought this bundle last time it came to air. Oh my word.
What a transformation.
You're like on your holidays, you're like a 5-star
Well, that's what Jackie said.
luxury resort
Anise
now.
did it for her and transformed it into an oasis that you can see there. Now, if you've only just joined us, because we often get a surge at this time of night, we're bringing you the Wagner paint spraying system, but this has been a phenomenal success when we've had it before. It sold out in the first and previous show that we've done. We've got our hands on as much stock as we can possibly get hold of, but it's disappearing, and it's a show special, so the price is reduced for the duration of the show. We will honour the price on the +1 channels if there's still stock remaining. But what are you getting? Well, the machine itself is normally $129.99. But that's just for the machine. What we've done is put a bundle together, an exclusive, with £70 worth of extras. So it means you've got all the essentials that you need. Your masking kit is included. That's normally $29.99. The extension pole is included. It's normally $39.99. And it's only £10 extra on the price of the machine alone. So it's like you're getting all those extras for £10. That's the bundle that you see in front of us. 508140 down to $139.99, and that's $48.98 if you use PayPal Pay in 3.
So it's only this price for the show. It will go up at the end of the show. Any stock that's remaining will go back to, you can see there on your screen, £200.
Yep.
You've got an incredible deal, but it is not only time limited. The stock that we have, that's it. This bundle you won't see again when we've sold out of that stock. So buy it now whilst it's $139.99, whilst you're getting £70 worth of extras. And honestly, one job, it will pay for itself. And whether that is the fence panels, whether that's outdoors or indoors, any paint, any colour, any brand. It's like holding a hairdryer. You don't have to be a professional painter because the Wagner system makes everything so easy. Whether it's indoors intricate, whether it's a big area, it evenly sprays the paint. You hold the system about 4 inches away, and then you see those incredible professional results. So whether you're a complete beginner, and we've had emails in today, a lady in a wheelchair saying that, you know, I paid someone £500 to do this job normally. I'm doing it myself, now.
Yeah, that's great, isn't
But
it?
whether you are a professional painter and you're thinking, hang on, I could do that job in half the time,
quicker,
and I could earn more money. And that's what it's all about. It is a system that is for all and everybody, but a bundle that allows you to have all the extras
But
as
it's
well.
not yours until you confirm your order, remember. If you are watching on the +1 channels, just check the website for stock. If there's stock remaining, we will honour the price for you, the price that you see on screen, your reduced price for the show special. 508140 is your item number. We've got loads more to fit in before the end of the show. What have you got next for us, Craig?
I've got another internal door for you. This time it's got the grooves going upright. So I'm going to have my settings upright and spray from top to bottom.
Excellent, good
There
job.
we go.
Again, with something like this, where you've got the grooves, it's going to be so much more difficult to do if you're using a brush or you're using a roller, because you won't get into those grooves. But with that one pass over, with your Wagner, it fills the entire space. You get everything covered, don't you?
We're going from a darker colour to a lighter colour.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which way round you go, whether you're going dark with a light colour over the top or light with a dark colour over the top, you'll still get that coverage. And you'll see at the end, just with that one pass over, the difference that this has made. And whatever surface you're thinking of, doors, walls, it could be furniture, whether it's inside or outside. If you're doing the skirting boards, that extension pole is going to be brilliant for that. You won't even have to bend down. You can do the skirting boards really easily. Window frames as well. Now you are going to get the masking kit as well as that extension pole. If you're outside, we just showed you on the sheds, it could be things like summer houses. If you're someone who recycles or upcycles furniture, maybe you buy old furniture and then you want to bring it back to life and you want to sell it on, you want to upcycle it, this is going to be brilliant for that, because it does the job so much quicker, but it also gives you that factory finish. It's like it's a brand new item, and you can see in just a couple of minutes there, Craig has done that interior door. It's filled in all those grooves. There's no drips. And that's the great thing, Craig. It gets right into all the nooks and crannies, doesn't it?
It really, really does, yeah. Especially when there's detail in the door like that one is. It gets in and around every of them little V grooves in there. From top to bottom, it's just a flawless finish. You know, use your masking tape, mask up around your frame or mask up around the plasterwork if you're spraying your frame and the door at the same time.
Now, when we see it before and after, that's really close that you can see there. You can see what a difference it makes. So from the before in that dark colourway that you can see into the after, that lovely light bright colour, but great coverage all across there. I think we should come over to Craig and have a talk around the machine as well, because if lots of people have just joined us, I think it's really good to see how easy it is to use and put together.
Sure, yeah. So what we have is the turbine, which is this handheld turbine here. When we turn that on, get warm air coming out of it. So it works just like a hairdryer, you know, a hairdryer
And that
would.
never gets dirty.
That never gets dirty. There's no paint goes in this side in here, no. And if we look down here as well, we've just been using that a moment ago, no paint is actually coming into
So
this
clever.
part here, no. So all we're getting is, we can see that from there, yeah, there we go. All we're getting is the air coming in this one, which goes down that one. So no paint goes around there, just warm air. Once that's connected like this, we have our trigger, and behind the trigger, we have our dial, which we can turn our paint up and down. Once you've got your paint in there, you have a flow tube in the inside. You turn that turbine on, it pressurises this reservoir. When we pull that trigger, it starts to draw the paint up, and it mixed with the air creates an atomised effect, which comes out to the front here. Paint out the very centre, airflow top and bottom, directs it to the point we want to contact it to. So you can see little airflow top and bottom, and paint comes out the very centre. We hold that nozzle about 4 inches, 5 inches away from the surface, and we either move up and down or we spray left to right, whichever you choose.
Great. And the other thing people often ask about is cleaning. The cleaning's really
It's cleaning,
easy as well.
yes, yeah. I suppose, I don't know if we've got an empty unit I could show anyone. Have you got one there? No?
We'll see.
We'll pick one out in a moment, yeah.
Brilliant.
I don't want to take these are pressurised at the moment. I'm still spraying with them. But generally, all you would do is once you have finished it, you unscrew this first. That lets the pressure now, because that's built up with pressure, lets it ease down there then. Then if there's any paint left in the reservoir, pour that back in your can. Don't have to throw it away. It's not been contaminated.
Okay.
Get yourself a bucket or a bowl of warm water. Give the reservoir a good clean out. We know there's no paint in this side, but there is paint around the nozzle.
Right.
And of course, in the suction tube there, which do need to be cleaned out.
Right.
So we unscrew this head, don't need any tools. That gets unscrewed, 3 separate pieces all come apart, and then of course the flow tube down there. Put them all in your bucket of water, give them a good clean up, takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Reassemble it all, plug it in, fill it up with water, and blast that through.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, blast that bit of water through, and it just takes out any
so much
residue.
easier than trying to clean brushes or rollers. How many brushes have you thrown away because you never clean them properly?
Yeah.
And they go solid, don't they?
Too many
Some
every
things you
time.
just
You only
can't
end up
clean
using them
off.
once, don't
Yeah.
you? And
Yeah.
That's why this system is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So that entire bundle that you can see there, it should be almost £200, down to £139.99. 508140 is your item number. Please be quick if you've got it in a basket. What should we do next, Craig?
We could do a table,
Yes.
metal table, or we got some small items here, chairs.
We'll start with the
everything
table,
okay?
shall we?
Jump.
Now, there's very
Go
little
straight on it.
overspray, is there?
There's very, very little overspray. Again, what we were just explaining then with the way the nozzle is designed, that airflow top and bottom kind of pushes the paint to hit a point. So that's why we say only hold it 4 to 6 inches away. We don't want to pull it further away and carry on spraying, because what happens, the paint comes out and it hasn't got the contact point to bite to, let's say. So it starts to do this, and that's when it starts to blow back a little bit. So again, we say to people with our videos, it just shows people how to, you know, the distance, and that'll change a little bit with the speed you're going as well. So again, it's a little bit just trial and error, people getting used to that one. If they are concerned about overspray when they're spraying, for instance, a wall, you know, and you've got a window there, they will have to use the masking tape then, because you couldn't spray it and cut in a line.
No.
You'd need your masking tape, which comes with
But
this
you're getting
bundle
included
anyway.
in this
It's all
bundle.
included.
When I
in
did
the
our
bundle.
table, I did it on the grass, and I just put an old sheet. We were throwing
Yes,
an old sheet
perfect,
out,
yeah.
popped that down, and then and there was hardly any.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I generally do myself.
How in even intricate bits, hardly any overspray.
And how it grabs on. It's really a brilliant system. And the fact that it's used in industry, hasn't it, for many years?
Wagner have been world leaders for many decades now. They're present in, I think, 70 or 80 countries, and been trading for 80 odd years as well.
And used in factories as well, aren't
Factories,
For
yes,
factory
yeah,
finish.
yeah. Responsible for 2/3 of the world's alloy wheels.
Wow.
You know, think of how many cars there are all over the world. You know. And the goods within your house as well, things that we would never paint. You know, our fridge, for instance, our TV, our phones. Items throughout these bits are sprayed in a factory, predominantly with Wagner technology.
Brilliant.
So
And you can have it at home and get that quality finish we're talking about. So an item like this, let's get to work on this, because there's loads of detail again there, isn't there?
Yes, yeah, there certainly is loads of detail. And as Hayley said, put your dust sheet down on the floor, and then you can just spray over it. And it's quick and easy. There we go.
Brilliant. And it's off. No messing. And it doesn't matter whether we're talking about interior or exterior items. Like I was saying before, I think it's brilliant if you are someone who likes to recycle things at home, so change the look of the things that you've already got at home, or upcycling. If you're someone who goes maybe to car boots and things such as that and buys stuff to upcycle to then sell on, this will make the job so much easier for you. And you can see, as Craig just literally about 4 inches away from the surface of whatever you're painting, but you're not flooding that surface, you're not getting paint dripping off the edges. It literally adheres to the surface of whatever you're painting. And this is that cast iron, that metal garden furniture that lots of people have and have had for years. but are ready to throw it out because it's weathered and worn, that you can just paint it and transform it into, it's like a new piece of garden furniture. It's what we always call that factory finish, and that finish that you get at such a brilliant price. What Hayley said as well, I love, the fact that you do one job and you will have paid for this entire system, because you've got everything included in the bundle right now. But it is a show special. That clock on the screen means the time is ticking away. It means that price will be honoured for the live show and on our +1 shows. And it's done, Craig.
Done. Literally done in
We should have
seconds.
timed that. That was no time at all.
That was good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
And
can
it's
see-
again the intricate bits where you'd
Yep.
expect to see lots of drips or not
It would
great
be messy if you
professional
done it with a
finish.
brush, yeah.
Everything, this looks like this is how it was
A
bought.
manufacturer's
you're
result, isn't it? Yeah.
Seeing it before, look at it after. It looks brand new, like you've just bought it like this.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really
So
is impressive every single time. You can see why people say it's quite therapeutic, you know, to actually start painting
You do
things
look
like
for
this.
more things to do.
Yeah, you
Because you
certainly
enjoy
do.
doing it. And
Every
normally
time.
painting isn't a job you'd enjoy doing.
No.
No, we've had so many emails over the years and reviews and people saying, oh, wow, it's so easy to use, but then they've gone on to look for more and more jobs to do.
Every time, yes.
Because the jobs are so easy. I was saying before, it's that big job that you put off, isn't it? Especially with bank holiday coming up and half term, you think, oh, I've got a bit of time, I should do those jobs, but then they end up taking up the whole week or the whole bank holiday weekend. The great thing is that with this, you can get the jobs done, and you'll get the jobs done so much quicker, won't you?
And there's nothing better than, you know, sprucing up the garden or changing a room in your house. Perhaps you've been desperate to sell your property, but now you can't really afford to move. And you're looking at the paintwork in the house and you think, I can't afford to pay someone to come in and do that. You can do that job yourself, because honestly, once you've got the Wagner system, inside and outside, whatever paint, whether it's wood or treatment, whether it's metal paint like we've just used, whether it's matte or silk or emulsion or eggshell or even smooth masonry paint, that professional finish that you've seen Craig do, you too can do that in an instant. Holding the system about 4 inches away from where you're painting. And all we did, practiced on a bit of cardboard first.
Yeah.
You instantly get the knack of it, and as long as you just keep it moving, that finish is immaculate. It looks like that's how you bought the product, not that you've repainted it.
Yeah, and you can change the flow depending on what the job is. Like we said, it's all your different types of paint, all your different brands of paint as well. But the bundle is why we've been so busy. Hundreds of you have gone for it once again, but the stock is disappearing. Now, if you've got it in a basket, remember, it's not yours until you check that basket out. Hundreds already gone, and so many more in baskets right now. If you want to make sure you get it at this price, you've got to confirm your orders and check
And it's
your
all the
basket out.
stock we've got.
Yeah.
When it's gone, it has gone. We're not getting this bundle back. It's been a really exclusive offer. But sadly, at the end of our show, if you're watching on +1, we will honour the price, but it will then go back up to £200. And you'll kick yourself when you could have got all of this with the extension and the masking kit for £139.99. And when you split that cost to £48.98, honestly, it will pay for itself in one job.
Definitely.
In your home. And you will be looking for other things to do because it is so easy and because the job looks so good. And you save on paint.
Yeah.
Because you waste so much with brushes and rollers, and then you've got brush marks, and roller marks, and drip marks. Never. You've got a professional factory finish on whatever you're doing. What you've got to do is check your basket out, and the best way to do that is to jump onto the website.
Yeah, when you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, go to that live on air button that you see there, scroll down, you'll see there are 4 items. Now, the reason we've put the other items there is to show you the value that you're getting. The sprayer on its own, £129.99. The extension pole, £39.99. You're going to get that masking kit, £29.99, but you're getting it all in the bundle. That first item that you see there is going to come down to £139.99. That's a £60 saving against that combined bundle that you can see just there. But again, we've got to reiterate, hundreds of you still got them in baskets, still getting busier and busier. Remember, on top of everything, you've also got a warranty on here that is brilliant, a 3-year warranty, but if you register online, you get that increased to a 4-year warranty. That's the faith that Wagner have in these paint systems. Used in industry for years. The coverage is simple and easy, and it is literally as simple as this.
It's one pass over, holding about 4 inches away from the area you're painting. And that fence panel, this could be a treatment to make sure that fence lasts for longer.
Yeah.
Or that could be transforming the whole look of your garden. Because sometimes that garden feels and looks so tatty when the fences look worn, when the shed looks tatty, when the summer house is, you know, quite old. Bit of paint, and all of a sudden everything looks new again. Jackie emailed it earlier, and they transformed her garden so it looked like 5-star luxury.
Yeah.
And that could be your garden.
Like a luxury resort.
Won't cost that much because you don't need that much paint. A small amount of paint goes a long way. But all of a sudden, well, take a look at the before of Jackie's. Have a look at the after. Yes, please.
Looks like a different garden, doesn't it? Obviously, it's a different angle.
Looks like a new build.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
What a transformation. And that's the kind of thing you can do. Indoors, outdoors, it doesn't matter. So 508140 is your item number. You've got about 22 minutes remaining on your live show. If you're watching on +1, please check the website and see if we've still got stock remaining. If we have, we will honour the price. Using it indoors, using it outdoors, whether it's summer houses, benches, sheds, you can see that cast iron furniture, the fence panels. It is as simple as this to use. And Craig does all the exhibitions and shows with Wagner. He's been associated with them for a number of years. You might recognise Craig from the original Big Brother, but then before that you were massively into DIY and
Yeah, I run a building company.
Yeah,
so I employed about 30 people before the Big Brother.
And then
days.
after that, you went and you did lots of makeover shows, didn't you?
Pretty much about 2,000 television programmes.
was it
right
that
the way,
many?
Right the way around the world.
Brilliant.
Yeah, done a lot. Done lots of makeovers where you go in people's houses and you transform them, fast. You have only got a certain amount of time in there. But although you're working very fastly, you've got to get a good professional result
it's
as
got
well,
to be
an
finished
acceptable
right.
one, And that's when I came across Wagner. They sent one of the units round to one of the programmes we were working on, and I was thinking, is this possibly going to work? A little bit sceptical.
I was going to say you were a bit sceptical at the
but once you start using it once or twice, and you just start off with very small jobs or simple things like fence panels. Start off small. The moment you do them, you feel good about doing a good job. You look for something else then to do.
You didn't like painting, did you?
No, I hated painting. With paintbrushes and rollers, I generally didn't like doing it. I'm a bricklayer by trade. I love brickwork, I love plastering, I love carpentry, I love tiling. But when I had to use paintbrushes and rollers, I generally did not love it, no.
But now it's completely different.
It's therapeutic now, it's fun to use with
And this is the thing that everyone who buys one of these, like we were saying about my dad, he was the same. He was a bit like, well, Suze, we buy him as a present. Well, Suze.
Kind of a Father's Day, which you could do
we
as well.
did, yeah. But once like Hayley said, by the time we were down the motorway, halfway down the motorway, he was ringing, I've done a fence panel. It's great, it's great, it's brilliant. So we're going to challenge Hayley here, and you, but we've split this fence panel in half, and we're going to show you, well, imagine if you have to do this with a brush, how long it's going to take you, what the quality of the job is going to be, and we're going to let you use the Wagner, obviously, Craig, and get to work. Our colour's not perfect for the fence, but it's just to make the point, and you will really see what a mess Hayley makes.
No.
So we're ready to go. You ready, Craig?
Okay, we're ready. Here we go.
See who does the best. And the job is on. Oh, there's a lot of drips there, Hayley, already. We're dripping that everywhere. Oh, dear. Craig's nearly halfway through already. And this is the point. This is the point of difference time-wise. but also quality-wise, our director's not impressed with you at all, Hayley. Just did a close-up there. He's really changed his mind on you. I mean, you can see Craig literally gliding across there and getting that perfect coverage. Whether you're going up or down or side to side, it's up to you. You can choose. Craig's done. Hayley, what have you done? Look at the drip.
Well, I tried to go fast.
That is probably... No, don't cover it up. No, none of that. None of that cheating. And this is the difference. If you're doing it, especially a fence panel with a brush.
I mean, the way the board, the nature of the board lapping over one another, these are the vulnerable areas. So when you do go up and down with the brush, it will catch on them and you can see it's starting to drip already from there.
It's still dripping.
Yeah, it's still
You've
dripping.
got some extra drips still on their way.
And I bet I probably used more paint than you did for that.
And that's probably true. It's probably true. Yeah,
in
you
that
probably
one
used more
section.
paint, yes.
Look at that.
Oh, no.
Shame on you.
It is.
Shame on you. And why would you do it? Still dripping. Why would you do that when you can do this? Like we said, we used to drive past an old lady who was painting her
bless
fence,
her.
and it went on for
days and
Every time we
days.
drive
I
out
can't believe
the
you
village.
drove past for days and days. Shame on you. Yeah. Waving your Wagner at them.
We did keep saying we should tell her about Wagner.
We should have took ours round and done it, really. Oh, you've made me feel bad now. Now, we're massively busy still. You've got to check out if you want to make sure you get this deal. Leave it, Hayley. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. There's the bundle that we've got for you. You're getting the masking kit included. That masking kit should be $29.99. You're getting the extension pole included. That should be $39.99. Hayley needs to go and have a shower now. A shower down from the mess she's made, not only of the fence, but also of herself. And that's what you'll do at home. So we're going to go to... There's some pieces we've got now that you might not even think about, but... Boy, when you see the coverage you get.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, wicker furniture, for instance, I know this isn't furniture, it's a plant pot for us in a garden, but have you seen this type of texture where you've got wicker material in a conservatory, the sun's been on it, it's bleached all the colour out of it, it's gone to that yellowy, like a nicotine type of look on it, hasn't it? So you can even paint surfaces like this.
But you
like
wouldn't
we
think you could.
No, you know, if you started doing that with a brush or roller, it would fill in all of these gaps.
I'm not doing that.
Don't
let anybody near that with your brush. No. But this itself, I mean, it's feeling quite heavy now. I've probably sprayed it about 50 times.
Right.
And you can still see the detail in there. Likewise with our tables and chairs before. It's been sprayed many, many times. But just look at the finish on this now. Let me swap my reservoir over
what
to
colour are you going
a lighter
for?
colour. I go for a very light blue.
Now, I love how easy that was as well, how you switch from one pot to another.
Yeah.
That technology, it makes the whole process really simple.
But you just click and paint, don't you? Like this, easy as that.
Yeah. OK then, so here we go. Let me start on this.
Good to go. And imagine what this could, well, it could be, as Craig was saying, whatever sort of design you're talking about. It doesn't matter what kind of paint you use, what brand of paint that you use, that coverage you get every single
You
time.
could match garden furniture, couldn't you?
Yes.
Perhaps you've got, like, you want black
Mismatched,
thick pots and black furniture, trying to jazz things up, modernise your garden. You could do that in an instant. Because any paint, any colour, any brand. We've done new PVC doors, we've used metal paint, we've used wood paint, we've used emulsion. You could use smooth masonry paint. We've used this on brickwork, we've used it interior, exterior.
Things like Artex and textured surfaces, it's going to be brilliant on. It's much quicker painting, it's less mess, it's no drip marks, no brush marks.
Any overspray.
Yeah, and that single coat that you can see there. This is why it's so popular. Now, hundreds again have gone for it already. Still got tons of them in baskets. If you want to make sure you get it, still lots of people joining us. If you do want to get this bundle, remember you've got to check it out before the end of the show, ideally, but we will honour the price on our +1 channels.
Now, if I'd have done that with my paintbrush, that would have been a right old mess.
Missed a little bit there, missed a little bit.
But that's not a problem.
There we go.
I can't believe you can still see all the detail.
Yeah.
Because with a brush, you would have spoiled that.
Yes, yeah,
and you'd end up throwing it away because that would be a nightmare to hand paint.
It would just fill in all the edges and you just wouldn't get a good result
and you
with
could
it
get
at
everything
all.
matching in the garden. And the garden looking brand new, looking like Jackie's, looking like 5-star luxury. That is, and you've repainted that time and time and time again.
Many times, like,
it
many
still
times.
looks like a factory finish.
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't look like it's got loads of different paints on, but it has.
And
That's
that
amazing.
had been in our garden for quite a few years as well, you know, before we started painting.
Well,
recycling, upcycling.
Upcycling, I think. A lot of people do that nowadays, don't they?
Definitely.
Buy things, do them up, sell them on.
I go to the second-hand shops, buy furniture from there. We rent some places out, so we buy big old solid wood, you know, dressing tables and things like that. They were built 80, 90 years ago, and they're solid. They'll last another 80, 90 years. I'd rather buy them than buy new, you know, cheaper stuff nowadays.
And just upcycle it, make it look great. Because that kind of furniture, it really was built to last. Interiors, exteriors, all those different surfaces. It's a brilliant bundle. We haven't got long left on our live show. If you've not shopped with us before, let's just show you how easy it is to order with us at Shop on TV.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
So easy to shop with us, and do remember, this deal is going back up. It's only this price for the show. It's a show special. If you're watching on +1, we'll honour the price, but it will go back up to £200. We've got every bit of stock that's available. You can't find this anywhere else. But sadly, when our stock has gone, that's it. We won't be seeing this deal again. And it's the best deal that we've done with Wagner.
Yeah, we've never done a bundle yet. A bundle with everything included. And normally you would want to add these extras into your bundle. So your paint sprayer comes with the 2 different size reservoirs. You've got an 800ml and a 1300ml. That means you can use every single type of paint. So that's your main box that you see over here. Normally that's £129.99. However, the extras that we've got for you are worth £70. And these are extras that you would probably add in anyway. You've got that fabulous masking kit, and it's masking not just for the small areas, it's for the big areas as well. We've used the masking kit to mask out the walls, the entire walls here in the studio.
Makes it so easy, doesn't it?
Makes it so easy. You've got your cutting tool, you've got your board included as well. That's normally £29.99. Then your extension pole. So if you want to get up high and do ceilings, you want to get down low and do decking and skirting boards, that would be £39.99 normally. That's included as well. So it's £70 worth of extras, and it's only £10 extra on the price. However, if you want to get it, you've got to confirm your orders and check those baskets out.
And it's going to pay for itself in you doing one job at home. Whether you paint the fireplace and the living room looks new again, whether you paint the shed outside and the garden looks fresh, whether it's the fence panels or the decking, whether it's indoor, perhaps it's the kids' bedroom, you've got the summer, well, you've got the summer coming, so perhaps everything outside, but actually perhaps it's the kids' bedrooms, they're old. It's things they liked years ago, when they were about 5,
it's really dated.
And now they're 8.
Yeah.
So you could paint that bedroom, stencil in the bedroom, transform that room in an instant. You've got the holidays coming up, haven't you, at the end of the month? And you've perhaps got a bit of time on your hands. And rather than spending the whole holiday painting, just remember how quick and easy this is. So saving you time, but also so many people say saving money because you don't use as much paint as you'd normally use if you were trying to do the paint.
And once you've done one item, honestly, even if it's just your fence panels, maybe you're thinking, oh, I need to replace those fence panels. Maybe you just need to treat them and paint them, and it transforms the whole of the garden.
And it looks like that's how you bought it. Not that you've repainted it. There's no brush marks, there's no drip marks, there's no roller marks. Honestly, fence panels can be so difficult. But look at that, one pass over, holding it about 4 inches away from the area that you're painting. Look how great that looks. But remember how quick that job is done. And it's no good doing it quickly if the finish isn't good. The finish is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, the finish has to be perfect, or else there's no point doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Really no point doing it. So we've done some items earlier where there's lots of definition and textured surfaces. This time we've got a very smooth surface on this. It's a UPVC plant pot. Give it a quick sanding down. Once it's cleaned up, it's ready to paint spray.
Which again, you wouldn't think you could paint.
No, but what you said before, you love having all the pots the same colour, don't you? So if you've got lots of mismatched coloured pots, maybe you want to spray them all the same colour so everything matches in the garden. And again, different surfaces that you wouldn't even think that you could paint. But with the Wagner, you get that factory finish, that perfect finish.
You get that
every time.
right paint, and it doesn't matter whether it's plastic, whether it's metal, whether it's wood.
To the end of the
Have you run out of paint? We've run out of paint. Let's switch over.
Change it to one.
This is great. How easy it is to just switch over, isn't it?
No, it is easy.
colour, isn't it?
Yes. Luckily, it is the same colour.
It's also easy to clean. No dirty brushes. No horrible rolls. How often do you throw the paintbrushes away because you didn't clean them properly? This system, so easy to clean, so easy to go from one colour to another. And again, look at that professional finish. Very little overspray, and every pot in your garden could be matching. However intricate, there's detail on the front, but the detail looks fantastic.
Look at that difference.
Look at that.
And it is like that factory finish. You can really see the detail on the front there. You can see how it's got into all those little areas. So it is like you've bought a brand new item, or it's just come off the factory line, isn't it?
And now that could be matching with the table, it could be matching with the chairs.
Yeah.
Now, you painted that not long ago.
Yes,
and that's quite dry.
Yeah, that'll be touch dry now, most definitely. We said earlier that, you know, once you've painted something, within 30 minutes or so, you can give it a second
Because you don't
coat
use
if
loads
it
of
needs it.
excess paint.
No.
You've not flooded the surface,
That's
have
right,
you?
yes,
Brilliant.
And you're getting that warm air as well from the turbine. It's also
So
yes.
is it
Creating the
right? It's like
atomisation
drying
paint,
it as it goes, kind of thing. It's
is,
such a great, clever system, but it's so easy to use as well. Again, we are running out of time on the live show. We've only got about 5 minutes remaining. If you want to get this, remember it's a show special price, reduced just for the show. If you're watching on the +1 channels, we will honour the price. What's next?
I've got a 6-panel door this time, so I'm going to go from top to bottom on this.
This is a nightmare for drip marks.
Now, I would think that's a big old job as well. And with a brush,
And
like
it's
you
not
say.
one door.
No. You can't just do one, can you? You've got to do them all. If you do one, you've got to do them all. That's the thing. But as Hayley was saying at the beginning of the show, when we moved into our house, every drawer was like this. They were all white, and they all had either brush marks or drips down, a bit like your painting, actually, that you did earlier. And so if you want that perfect finish, and you don't want it to take, to be honest, I bet you could do your whole house easily in one day, all the interior doors.
Absolutely.
And it's not just one side, is it? You've got to do both sides. But to get that finish that looks perfect, well, that's exactly what you get here. Remember, the bundle should be almost £200. It's £139.99. If you want to use PayPal, you can spread the cost. If you're paying online and you've got a PayPal account, it's just £48.98, not even £50. And if you're thinking bank holiday, I want to transform the house or the garden, there we go. It's done.
Done.
That wasn't, I bet that wasn't
Literally
2 minutes.
Probably under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes.
Outdoors. Look at it before.
Yep.
Look at it after.
And it's
It's like a factory finish. There's not a brush mark. There's not.
She's going in.
Our
She's
doors,
going in.
Loads of drip marks in these areas because
Yes.
these areas are really difficult to do, but not with the Wagner system. You're right close, and you can even see the grain of the wood.
Yes, yeah, and again, that's been sprayed probably 40 or 50 times, that door.
I mean, that is incredible. It looks like a factory finish. Looks like that's how you bought the door.
Yep, exactly
rather than
like it
our
is.
doors
Yep.
that look like they've been repainted.
I've got one last demo to do. That fence panel behind us. Do you want me to jump on
this
it?
way? Yep. Oh, we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time, Craig.
How long we got left?
We've got 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, you'll done both sides in 3 minutes.
I'll take me time.
Yeah, don't rush, don't rush. So if you have been thinking about this kind of system, I think this time of year as well, because we're thinking about going into the summer. So in the garden, when we're thinking about things like fence panels.
But we've come through a really wet, miserable winter, and perhaps your fence panels might look like they need replacing. Honestly, get the Wagner system first. Spruce those fence panels up, spruce the shed up. And remember, you can use a treatment, you can use any paint, any brand, any colour, wood paint, metal paint, emulsion, eggshell, even smooth masonry. So whatever jobs you're thinking need doing, all of a sudden you can do them yourself. It saves you time because you can do them so quickly with the Wagner system. Saves you money because there's so many people say, I use so much less paint, especially on fence panels. And time-wise, we said we only had 3 minutes. I don't think we've used a minute, and you've done the whole fence. Less than a minute.
That is so impressive.
Less than 1 minute.
And that normally is such a big job.
Yep.
If you want to do that in the garden, that can take you days. That's something you'll put off forever because you think, I can't be bothered. All of a sudden, when you've got a Wagner system, the jobs are done so quickly.
Yep.
You're looking for other jobs to do. Great gift for a partner. They might actually get the jobs finished and start looking for other things. Yeah, Father's Day coming up. Honestly, one of the best things we ever bought, and we've transformed so many things. Perhaps you like to upcycle, but inside, outside, whatever. But remember this deal, only for the show. If you're watching on +1, we're on the price, but it will go back up to £200. This bundle is exclusive. You won't find it elsewhere. And the stock we have, when it has gone, we won't get this bundle back. So please, whilst you've got this exclusive bundle, £139.99, check your basket through because it's going right back up to £200. And as I say, when the stock has gone, we won't see this still again.
We've got to say a huge thank you to our good friend and what a painter, the man himself, Craig.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
Always
Thank
a
you very
pleasure
much.
to have you in the house.
Always a pleasure.
But you need to check this out if you want to get hold of it. What a bundle we've got for you. What a saving against the combined price. If you do still want to add it to your basket, you can. 508140 is your item number. Should be £200, down to £139.99, down to £48.98 if you use PayPal, if you're paying online. And we will honour the price if you're watching on +1, as long as we've got stock remaining.
Yeah, check your basket out. And honestly, in one job, this will have paid for itself. So check your baskets out and enjoy your new home with Wagner. See you later.